Here's my second
what?
bold. You want to hear my
wrong.
bolder prediction? And this is way off the wall. And this is solely because
All right.
one of my good friends is a Jets fan.
Oh God.
The Jets beat the
bro.
Patriots in the division.
And the Bills? Or
No. Just the
third.
Patriots. Just the Patriots. Yeah, third.
Third.
I don't think.
Damn. That hot take.
That's my shout out to one of my good boys, Scott. The Jets. The Jets pull.
Just said that.
No, man. Here's my prediction. Just hear me out. All right.
Welcome to the this is the third episode, right?
That's
third
good,
episode.
yes.
Squad
Third.
Pod podcast. So Alex has something to start us right off here. No announcements, no nothing. We're just going right into it. So
Going right in.
take
I
us
wanna
away,
talk
Alex.
I got my Godzilla shirt on today, and I want to talk about
Old
movies we're
school.
excited for. It's old school, man. King Ghidorah. I want to talk about
Yeah.
movies. Any movies? I mean, I know the film industry is in absolute turmoil right now.
complete pause.
Nothing's
Not-
getting made.
Not in a good place.
But-
Aw.
Is there anything coming like to theaters that you guys are excited for? Go ahead.
Go ahead. You
Yeah, you don't have to raise your hand. You're good.
I already said in the previous podcast, all I'll be watching most of the time is Marvel movies. Okay, and this has put a big hiccup in the Marvel movie schedule. So
it really has.
Black Widow was supposed to be out months ago, but it's not. I'm waiting for that. And now the Eternals, which was supposed to come out in November, I think it was November. Who knows when that's going to come out? And then now all the other movies are pushed back. So I'm kind of like, it is what it is. I just gotta make it to whenever
man.
Secret Wars gets made. You
You
know,
can't-
like
I saw like WandaVision still like good to go with its release
Falcon
date.
and Winter Soldier got pushed back too.
Really?
Was
I
it
didn't
not
see
done,
that.
or they just like didn't have people to do it?
I think it was like it's just not getting released this like fall. You know what I mean? Like I think it's only 6 episodes. I think it's done. To be honest with you.
I think they keep such a tight schedule that they're like they don't want to like keep the distance. Like they don't want to release that now if Black Widow's so delayed, you know, because they,
All right.
you know, Disney, it's an ever
Exactly.
moving
Yeah.
wheel, you know, they got to
Yeah,
plan.
yeah.
They gotta-
Exactly. But like I'm excited for like future Marvel movies. Obviously very excited for
Ugh, I
King
can't
Kong,
Dude, King Kong
versus
versus Godzilla.
even though they
It's gonna
ain't
be
shown us
wild.
much. Oh,
wait. Man, they
Did you
they
see that screenshot that like came
Mm.
out?
mhm.
Like that oh
Yeah.
man. Like
looks
how
crazy.
was King Kong
I
the same
can't wait
size
to
as
take
Godzilla
Kyrie
now?
to see that.
That's
he's
wild.
gonna grow, man. He was a baby
He's-
in the movie.
He's like old man Kong now.
Yeah, he
Big
big
beard,
he big Kong.
Man,
big Kong.
that's gonna be a wild fight. And you know they're gonna like end up teaming up to
Oh, they
fight
have
like
to.
another monster.
Becca
Against
King
some other
Ghidorah,
titan.
man.
Yeah,
Gonna be
like
Yeah,
King Ghidorah.
because of Tywin
teased that.
Lannister.
Yeah.
Tywin
teased that.
Lannister.
Tywin Lannister had to go and get that head.
They
Who knows
always
what he's
pay
up
their
to?
debts.
They always pay their debts. You know, now Eleven's got to deal with this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yo, King Kong and Godzilla just keep getting bigger. When like Kyrie's our age watching it, man, they're just gonna be like in space fighting, like just standing on the earth.
I'm gonna be going to the
Stepping over
movies to watch it
countries.
with him.
There's
I'm gonna be
a
going to watch it with him.
there's a poster like of an old King Kong versus Godzilla, and they're standing on top of a skyscraper. Like, and then in the new one that just came out, they're on like a battleship cruiser fighting. Like they're standing on like a battleship cruiser.
Kind of
Yeah.
iconic, the same.
Ne-
You know,
Yeah, next they're gonna be on like a I don't know, like
Space
a
shuttles.
yeah, like a space
Two
shuttle or
space
continent.
shuttles.
They just
I
keep.
mean, there
growing
is a
bigger,
space
bigger.
Godzilla.
Oh, there is a
So
space
that'll
guy,
be the space Godzilla tie-in.
and
eventually.
it's not very good. I mean,
Yeah, well,
I
yeah.
have a-
it's good
I
in
have
its
a
own
PS.
sense.
They're all
too.
pretty cheesy after a certain point.
I have a PS. I'm kind of excited for Tenet also. I'm sorry, but like, who
Dude,
knows what?
I'm really excited for Tenet. I
I'm
didn't get to
really
see
excited.
Nolan's last one, that Dunkirk. I heard
I
that was
didn't
really
see
good
that.
though.
Yeah.
That's like a war movie.
I'm sorry. I think I listed a bunch of movies. Someone else.
Very good, man. I'm,
No, you
I'm
good.
with
I
you.
was
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can talk about them. I'm with you, Godzilla. Super excited for Godzilla. You're more excited for the Marvel movies, but I'm pretty excited for the Marvel movies. You hit on all my movies, man. Pretty much like
yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Halloween
there's nothing
Kills.
really.
We talked about Halloween
Halloween.
Kills.
Yeah,
excited for
that got
Halloween
pushed
Kills.
back a year though.
Yeah.
So that's next October.
It's all getting pushed back.
Yeah.
TV's
These,
TV too. Like
New
everything.
seasons of stuff.
I just finished Westworld season 3.
Yeah,
I
that was
don't know
really good,
when-
man.
When
Who
we're gonna get a
knows?
season 4.
3 years
Well, I
from
mean,
now.
it took, like,
Witcher,
2 or 3
that was
years to
good.
make them before. Yeah, I think they're making a season 2 of The Witcher right now.
Oh,
they're
they're
filming
actually doing
again.
it right now.
That's what I
Mhm.
heard, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, apparently,
think-
like the Batman movie's filming again too.
Yeah.
I think The
wanna
Walking
see
Dead,
that.
they didn't even release the last episode of the
Yeah.
season. They released all of them, but the last episode.
Is that still going on?
Oh yeah.
What?
It's-
The Walking Dead?
So yeah, it's like season 10.
Dude, just
yeah,
make
it's a season
make
10.
a final movie and call it a day. Let's
They are making movies. They're gonna
They
make
sh-
movies focused on Rick.
Movies?
3, I
Movies.
think.
Yeah,
Like a
movies.
franchise? Make that money,
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, there were
I mean-
2 seasons there were 2 seasons that were like kind of.
Maybe
Not
that's
great.
my unpopular opinion. I'm not really that into The Walking Dead.
Vernon's on the last
I-
episode still.
I fell out of it a while ago.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, the comic's over now though, too. Though.
Yeah, the
So,
comic's done.
I liked it originally, but I fell out of it too. Like
I think the
problem
creator
with
got
it-
sick of it.
Yeah, really.
as
My
most
problem
creators
with
do.
it is that it tries to get too artsy at times. Like it thinks it's being clever and smart when half the time it's like just do what you're like, just
Yeah.
show what
Do
you want to
what
show.
you've
Like
been
don't.
doing.
Yeah,
Show me fun zombies and move on.
Like,
with life.
yeah. Just get
You're
to the
not,
point.
you're not
Yeah.
HBO AMC. Chill a little
Ah,
bit.
exactly.
You don't have the budget of HBO.
HBO turned them down, I think,
Yeah.
So,
when they
like,
first pitched it.
not good enough.
Mhm.
HBO.
The first episode was amazing.
Almighty HBO.
I feel
don't-
like The Walking Dead would be a completely different show on HBO.
Oh yeah,
I don't watch any shows on HBO, man. Not a single one do I follow.
you should watch Chernobyl. That's a good show.
That
I'm getting there. It's
I've
on my
seen it.
it's on my menu.
It's worth it. At least
It's
just
so
borrow one
crazy.
of our logins and just watch that. It's like
I have HBO.
Oh.
I don't watch it.
Yeah, that's one I need to watch. I missed
Yeah.
that.
It's on there.
Really good.
it's.
I want to
really
watch
good.
the Watchmen show that was out too.
Yeah, that's on Hulu.
I heard that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a sequel kind of.
HBO has all the Harry Potter movies, and Brittany just bought them all. And then we got HBO, and
That's
they're
how
all on there.
I bought the steel books of Last Airbender, and like 2
Mm.
months later it came out on
Oh.
Netflix. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Legend
yeah,
of
that's
Korra is
great.
coming too.
Brittany's a lot
Legend
like
of
you,
Korra is
Alex.
coming.
She likes the tangibility of it.
Yeah,
The-
man.
She wants to own it.
Yeah, man. When there's a legal battle between Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling's, and
When
you
it
can't-
happens.
you can't stream it anymore. You'll be like, oh, I own it.
just
It's
gonna
cool.
pull it from everything. All right, I'm just gonna pull everything.
Currency
I'm gonna
in
make-
the future is just going to be like digital or physical
Digital
media.
media, like,
you
yeah.
know? Like you have
guys. I'm
Harry
gonna
Potter.
shit.
I'll Wait, you have the steel book.
I'll trade you one copy.
Alex,
of
I never said a bad thing about your your collection of stuff.
Hey,
Everybody's gonna want to be in your bunker. You guys are gonna be bored as shit in your bunker,
You're gonna be the
Like-
Donald Trump of
watching your
of the apocalypse.
like, man. I know we're in some rough times. There's nuclear war going up. Netflix will come back, man. They always bounce back. I know they're gonna come back.
You could just make your own Netflix, like just stream like your DVD player or something.
I'll put
put
it
on
on.
a projector
But
to charge people around the neighborhood. You want to watch stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come to the
I got
drive.
all the movies.
You want to have a bunker over, man? We're gonna all get in my bunker.
$15.
Oh my goodness.
Not
All
dollars.
right.
I want a pack of bread from you.
15 movies.
Yeah, give me
and
something.
2 loaves of bread.
Some bread,
Some water.
water, yeah.
Toilet paper.
Paper.
Just for movies. Just for entertainment. You will hold a monopoly on the entertainment.
Exactly.
Man, there are people like, and I think, and I do have a big entertainment collection, but man, there are people who have whole rooms dedicated
yeah.
to stuff, and I'm like, oh, like I don't know if I have that kind of dedication to it. I'm very like Renaissance, where I have a lot of different interests, so like you got to have a lot of space for different things, because you know.
Yeah.
People have heard us talk. I'm a big sports fan too, so I couldn't have like one man cave dedicated to movies, because then I'd have to have one man cave dedicated to sports and one man cave
We have
dedicated
to find a way to mix them into one room.
mix them. So my man cave is going to be very mixed media,
Very manly.
very manly. Yeah.
You can have a grill in there.
It's gonna have like a vent to go to the outside so we can keep it in there.
A Batman grill.
Well, if you got a man cave, what would be like your one thing you have to have in it?
That's a good one. That's a good one there.
You can make. I know that's like off the topic. We didn't think about.
I have to
that,
have a pool table, man.
pool table. That's
pool table's good.
That's
I
popular.
have to have a pool table.
I
I
want.
feel like
thing
saying
I would
something like
think
a
of-
fridge would be kind of stupid because like what man cave wouldn't have
Yeah, you could have
like a fridge or cooler or something like
with
so.
just full of beer though. Don't you put any? Don't and nothing else. I don't want no Thanksgiving leftovers. Nothing. Leave my-
Yeah, just beer.
Just beer?
Fridge. Just,
Just
or
I can't
alcohol.
put some
Just
hot
alcohol
pockets in the
fridge.
freezer part.
Nope.
No,
Beer.
that's what
Beer.
the one in the kitchen's for.
Yeah,
Oh.
man.
Mhm.
This is my man cave. I didn't cook
But then
Thanksgiving.
why would I? But
I was in
Beer.
here.
what if I don't want to walk to the kitchen? What if that's part of my man cave? I want to eat in the cave.
Beer.
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 Just beer.
Red day.
Turkey,
Sandwich.
mashed potatoes.
Hot
I couldn't even
pocket.
do that. I couldn't even do that.
Dude, Marissa would look at me like I was losing my damn mind. She'd
That's
be
what
like,
I'm saying. Like, there's
excuse
no
me?
way.
excuse me? Jess?
Excuse me.
I don't think I'd have it in me.
I'd have to pay Tyler $1 to make me
Hey, there you go.
like, give me $1 to make me a sandwich real quick.
He's like,
Tyler,
that's
he'd be like,
$2.
he probably
Yeah,
would. He
kids.
tried to upsell me. I, like just to be on the random, what I would have to have in my man cave, like obviously pool table, fridge stuff. I'm with those decisions. I want a neon sign. I don't care what the neon sign says, but I just want it.
Oh yeah.
It'd be like live nudes.
With the arrow
Heineke,
coming
just
down.
Yeah.
Budweiser. Like,
Right
See,
behind
I
me.
like. I would want to put like framed jerseys up too.
that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I would want a framed Kobe jersey in my man cave, regardless. Like
Mhm.
that's the one thing like that I would want, like framed Kobe jersey.
Yeah,
That'd be amazing.
I mean, like, I wouldn't want to do like how Whitmer does with like just Eagles stuff. I would just like I would like have all different kinds of like memorabilia, like different jerseys. That'd be
I
pretty
feel
cool.
you.
I think I like enough sports that I could keep it my sports, but I like sports enough that I would be okay having like a Kobe. Like I'm not a
Yeah.
Lakers, but I'll put a Kobe jersey up. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
I'll
I would
put
definitely put a
jersey.
Kobe jersey up.
You know?
I
So
put Jimmy
like,
Butler
are we
jersey.
talking about like a realistically sized man cave or just like any size?
Man,
Just-
this guy's
Just
Okay.
what would you
That's
put in
awesome.
your personal man cave?
you guys bought a house.
I know I don't anymore, but I want like a mini half pipe.
Ooh,
A mini half pipe.
that would be cool.
That's
Like,
now you're on the right path.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what's up.
really cool.
That'd be awesome.
Shit, I would want that. 'Cause
I
you
would
know
want that too.
I would want that. I would definitely try it.
That'd be awesome.
My man cave in my head is a lot more dingy and small.
Same. I was just thinking like a silly little
Realistically,
room. but I wanted
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was
Mine
thinking.
would be
But
the
now I'm
attic
thinking,
without like air conditioning.
He's
He's
like,
got
that's
a fucking,
he's like, I got a half pipe in mine.
y'all got
That's what I'm
jerseys
saying.
and
Like,
mini fridges and stuff. That's cool.
there's not really anything that like I'd want that isn't out of the realm of possibility. Like something that I couldn't. If I could make a man cave, I could probably. If I had the money to set aside a whole room for myself, like
Oh,
everything
yeah.
I'd want is like a. It'd be reasonably accessible, but a half pipe. That'd be pretty cool.
that would be really
I
cool.
just get Bam Margera vibes from that.
Yeah. Let's put your personal touch on it. Like me and Wyatt, I know we're like really into. I mean, we're all into music, but you know, we're into like classical. Like I would love to hang records. You know, put some Beatles memorabilia, and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Love
you know,
hanging records.
like,
I like to just have like a band set up there too, just like a drum kit and like amps
Mhm.
and stuff. Be cool in like the man cave.
it's
That'd
never
be
gets
cool.
Over and start
Never-
jamming.
like an amp, but it's like set up as like surround sound.
yeah.
Mhm.
First,
Have a
the
little jam
first
sesh.
record put up is the industry. Just that cover. Just put it up.
Yes.
Just make a vinyl of
Yes.
that.
It's that. We're like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
Don't worry
that.
about it. I
They're-
never
they're
do it.
like-
It's just staying in the frame.
Scary. You never heard of them.
Never heard of them. They're real obscure. They're real out there. Indie as fuck.
Indie as fuck.
As fuck.
Some say they should have made it, but
You know.
Huh? Yeah, you know, it might be doing some type of other thing right now. I don't know.
I don't know.
I just re-downloaded Star Wars Fallen Order just because I was like, I got room. Honestly, I was like, fuck it, and like, I really want to play it again just because I miss I miss that. Like, and I know you guys playing Ghost of Tsushima right now, and I'm like, that's kind
Bro.
of cool. It's
Man, you
Has
got-
some similarities. Has some
you gonna-
similarities.
It's not nearly as hard, man.
Yo,
Yeah, once you get the
Jedi's
swing
hard.
of it.
It's hard.
Jedi's so
Yeah.
hard.
That's like
Once you get the
and
swing of Tsushima, it's pretty easy.
I'm into like the Dark Souls games. I know you guys don't play them too much, but like it I mean it's not
It
that hard.
feels
but
like a Dark
it's-
Souls game.
It's up there, man. Like
I don't know
It's-
much about Dark Souls, but I've just heard it's hard.
I've played it because of
Yeah.
Alex.
it's unforgiving.
I
It's one of the-
remember.
It's one of those games
No.
like you don't mess up.
Yeah, I remember the one boss. It was just like on that like dry planet, and it was like the dude with the 2 red lightsabers. He kept fucking me up over and over and over again.
Yeah,
But like, it's so rewarding once you do beat that boss.
That's
man.
Darth Maul's planet, man. Dathomir.
Yeah,
At the
Dathomir.
end,
Yeah.
when you're fighting, what is it? The
Or-
seventh sister, second sister.
Oh yeah.
So I died on her the most. The first time you fight Trina.
I
Oh, yeah.
I beat her first try.
Really? Nah.
That's what I uploaded to Big Money. Like me going in
Mhm.
there, like doing all that for the. I was, what?
Oh no, I'm talking the first. Is that what you have
Oh,
uploaded?
back.
Like yeah, like when you're on the planet first.
Mhm.
I
She
gotcha.
she wrecked
I
me a
remember.
lot of times.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I died on that one. I don't remember.
She was
but
she was the boss that I was like, ooh, like I should do a little bit more grinding here.
That
Like
was a
this,
good game.
it was a good game. That was a good start. I hope they make a sequel.
they're
Even
I
though
think they are.
let me just voice my criticism of that game. It is completely pointless because the whole thing, and you guys have beat it, right? I know
Yeah.
other than Evan is not gonna play
Yeah.
it. You do the whole thing to chop that thing in half. I'm like, dude, did I just spend the
I know.
last 20 some hours beating this shit for you to cut that bitch in half? Like the
You should-
whole game is designed around this. You cut it in half. You fucked
You're
it.
just like, nah.
Nah.
No.
They could choose their own fate, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
you guys want to have some adventures? Like,
Let's
why
go
don't you,
somewhere
man?
else.
You want to go
Let's
somewhere
go.
else and waste our time, man? Maybe we'll chase
Yeah,
the
just
scroll
some
and burn it as
They'll
soon as we find
become like they're gonna become the Guardians of the Galaxy of the Star Wars
Yeah.
universe.
Next thing you know, they're gonna be running into Thanos, and you'll be like,
Listen,
"Oh, damn."
Yeah.
The cool thing
Right.
is about them casting that kid from Shameless is I hope they do bring him into Star Wars. I think it'd be a cool little cameo for all of us, like because it's a real person, you know.
Doing
It's
like
the-
a Disney plot, like the Mandalorian or some shit.
Exactly, like just have him sitting on the Mandalorian, the next Star Wars movie, whatever it be, just have him in it, you know. He'd be
Yeah.
he'd be old as shit for the Mandalorian though in time.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's
true.
like right after Order 66. But I think
Yeah.
they should bring him in. That's what I mean. Why cast a real actor as the character if you're not going to bring him in?
And like make the main character look exactly like
Yeah,
him.
like he looks like him. It's not just his voice. He looks like the guy from Shameless.
Mhm.
So why not bring him in at this point?
I don't know why they didn't cast that Nathan Fillion dude as a Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie. He looks exactly like him, bro. I don't like you have to
Who's
look
the
the dude
adult?
from Firefly.
Who's the adult? I know Tom Holland's kid, Nathan Drake. Who's the adult Nathan Drake?
Mark
they cast?
Wahlberg is Sully.
Is Solly?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg is Sully.
Okay, who's the adult Nathan Drake?
I don't know if there's an adult Nathan Drake. I think it's just Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, we're just gonna do like a kid version? Why?
I don't know. I guess it's the
the
beginnings
worst
of Uncharted.
That's the worst part of all the Uncharted games. Is the third you get to play with them as
I
a
don't
kid.
know. I think that's all the info that's
When
out
you're
there right
sneaking
now. It's like
around.
Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg in an Uncharted movie.
Which is
Why?
great. Tom Holland. I'm all down for that. I think
Mark
Tom
Yeah.
Holland's
Wahlberg isn't old enough to be Sully.
well,
No,
if it's
not.
gonna be young Nathan Drake, I guess.
I
I
guess.
feel like
yeah.
they should have. Yeah, but I feel like he just doesn't fit the profile. He's just like
Yeah,
not
like-
like a grizzly kind of dude. He's not like I don't know.
Nothing against Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
yeah, he's
like,
good.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't picture him as playing Sully, and like
Yeah.
I can see Tom Holland playing Nathan Drake, a young Nathan Drake.
Mm.
That makes
Mhm.
sense, you know.
If I could
I don't
cast
know.
yeah.
somebody that they could put weight on, I would either do Sam Elliott if he could put some weight on with that dope mustache, or
Yeah.
who's that guy who played General Ross in the Marvel movies? He could be solid.
Uh-huh. Yeah. If he put a little
No.
weight on too.
I don't know his
I would
actor's
pick- I would pick Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell should be Sully.
name.
Got a big old mustache on him,
I don't know.
or Tom Selleck.
Does Solly have a mustache? Now that I'm thinking, I'm like, does
Yeah. Mhm.
I've been picturing like a white mustache.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Gray
Google that.
hair,
And a
with
cigar.
gray mustache.
I feel
Yeah.
like
You know,
Let me
and
tell
then,
you
Like
something,
does Stanley have a mustache episode of The
come here.
Office?
You know what? Let's just Danny DeVito should be
Danny
Sully.
Come here, kid.
Drake, whenever I get killed, throw me in the trash.
Yeah.
That's Danny DeVito.
He's got a mustache. I don't know. Mark
Whoa.
Wahlberg
Did you
kind of
change
looks
the
like.
background or something?
Ooh.
No, never mind.
Here, I'm gonna screen share real quick. Marcus Wahlberg in this picture kind of looks like Saul if he grew a mustache. You see it? We see it. This one. Kinda looks like it. The
I
hair
can
bit,
see it.
the part. I can
I
see
can
it.
see it.
They age him up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
I don't know. There's tons of people that could play. John Hamm would probably be a cool guy to play him too.
Yeah, I can see John. The crazy thing is I've never seen anything with John Hamm in it. Oh, probably have, but like I know exactly what you're talking about. He's the guy-
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I
He's
never
the
really
guy-
watched Mad Men at all.
Nope, I never watched Mad Men.
He
You guys
was in
know
like
me,
this. He was in the newest season of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and he was hilarious in it, dude.
I never got to it.
He like he pretty much plays himself, and he's like playing. He's supposed to play Larry David in a movie coming up, so he like shadows him and just follows him around, and like slowly over like 2 episodes, he like becomes Larry David, and it's just like 2 Larry Davids, just like pissing people off. It's hilarious. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I got nothing against John Hamm. I mean, like again, I've probably seen some stuff with him in it. I just don't remember. Didn't watch Mad Men though.
Yeah, I never really. I heard it was really good though. Went on
I was
for-
just about to say I've heard it's good, but
It's
Never
one of
seen
those
it.
shows that I feel like was award bait for me. Like we all know that like the Grammys and stuff, it's all like it's a popularity contest.
It was like it was. I think it came out around the time Breaking Bad did. So it was like AMC at the time was like Mad Men and Breaking Bad going on at the same time was just huge for them.
Good for them. I mean, I like I said, I know there are awards. I mean, good for everybody who wins them. Like, yeah, I'm still like, congrats up. I do know who wins these things.
Yeah,
But, you know.
I mean, you got to be interested in what it's about though. I think it's like the advertising industry in like the 50s or 60s or something.
Sure. I'm not interested in that, but
Yeah,
maybe.
that's why I
And
haven't watched it.
you guys know I'm not like I don't watch a lot of drama. You know, like I know it's
Yeah.
a drama, so that's not really my
Dramas
my-
are pretty dope though.
yeah. It's just not my cup of tea.
I think a lot of the shows I end up watching are dramas. Now that I think about it,
I mean, I do. I watch them here and there, but I'm
other
gonna be
than
honest.
like the obvious ones like sitcoms and like
That-
The Office, but
Yeah,
I watch
yeah.
sitcoms more than
not really
anything.
dramas though.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's
Westworld's
easy.
a sci-fi drama, pretty
yeah,
much.
Westworld, Walking Dead's technically a drama.
Game
Game
of
of Thrones is a
Thrones.
drama.
Drama.
The best show
Back-
ever,
Breaking
except for
Bad
season
drama.
one.
Breaking
Breaking
Bad's a
Bad.
drama.
The last
All those
one I
shows.
super enjoyed was Breaking Bad. That was the last drama I
And
super
you still didn't even get to the best episodes.
Yeah, you didn't even finish it, man.
because that's what I do with
The last season is the best.
that's what I do with dramas though, man. It
That's
becomes
what you do
to
with
a-
like anything that's good. You just
Man,
like
it comes to a point where it's just like I'm so sick of like every episode. I'm like something happens, and I'm like,
But like Breaking Bad, there's an end in sight.
man,
You're getting to the end.
it is a character flaw of mine. I'm not
yeah,
saying like
you literally just stopped at the end, pretty much.
I'm
You
not
stopped
saying
at the
there's
best
anything wrong with these shows or anything. It's just like a character flaw that I'm either afraid to finish things, like I don't like closure, or like
You're gonna like play to the very end of Last of Us 2 and just like stop.
Dude,
Just,
you know how
like,
many
I don't
games-
want
like
to
an
see what
hour
happens. I don't
to
want to
the
see what
end.
happens.
Do you know how many games I have played to the end of and just haven't gone back and like I just didn't go back and beat? Like I knew I was close and I was like, I'm good. Like I don't gotta go back. I'm one of those people who doesn't like closure like that. I don't know why. It's a character flaw.
Because it's like
Do you not like closure in real life?
I don't know. Maybe, man. Maybe it's some deep-seated daddy issues or something.
It's
I
just
have
like
no
whenever
idea. Man.
Game of Thrones ended, you like feel empty for like the next week or two, and
I
then
don't
you
wanna
get
feel
over it.
Real
Or
empty.
like
I don't want
6
things to
months
go
or a
away,
year.
man. If I don't watch the end of it, it never goes away.
Yeah,
Breaking
I-
Bad's
sad
still
after-
going on for me.
I
This
felt
has been a
empty
real
for-
long hiatus.
for months after Game of Thrones.
Right.
I'm
not
still
gonna lie.
pissed off.
Like I'm still
I
kind of
felt-
pissed.
I'm gonna go
but
get a drink while you
I don't
talk about
feel
this.
empty anymore.
'Cause I don't care.
We're not gonna talk about Game of Thrones.
Nah,
I felt
don't
that
wanna
way at
even
the-
talk about Game of Thrones.
I felt that way at the end of Last of Us Part 2. It was like I just need more. Like, how's that the end? I need more.
Are they
I
gonna
did
make
get a
another
little
one?
bit further.
I don't know. They said they're gonna wait and see. They're gonna they're only gonna do it if they have like a good story. So
That's good.
I
They're not
mean,
just gonna
it'll
like
probably be towards
milk
the
it.
end of next generation.
Yeah, it'll
That's
be at the
same-
end of the PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be the
Probably
most beautiful
go-
game.
Probably when like Ghost of Tsushima Part 2 comes out or something. If they do, I hope they do like a whole nother separate story. I hope they don't do a second one
When The Witcher 4 comes out.
with Siri.
Oh man. I'm ready for Cyberpunk.
I feel like Witcher 4 would be something like that would probably be later in the generation of
I'm
I
more
feel like they wouldn't
excited.
call it The Witcher 4. I feel like they'd call it something different.
yeah, probably just
Be-
wait for something.
The Witcher series something
Yeah.
or something like that.
The Witcher Series X.
Series Revenge or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who knows?
Or something. Something crazy.
Man, that's like my favorite game. I can't even lie. I love that shit so much.
I was talking to Alex about this. Like, man, I wish they would have pushed Ghost of Tsushima to just next gen because it would have looked even more amazing.
I
Like,
thought it
so
was a
close.
next gen game. Whenever they
Yeah.
announced it last
Should've
year,
been.
I
It
thought it
should've
was
been.
gonna be. I was
Is it,
like,
Like, it
it's not
just-
gonna
what?
be?
This is coming out.
feels
It's
like
already
it.
out.
Will be. It
Oh,
probably
yeah,
will
true.
be.
Playing it, it just
Remake.
feels like a next gen game.
No,
Yeah.
that's genius Sony marketing, man. That's
Oh,
exactly what they did with the PS3. They bring out Game of the Year, Last of Us, Game of the Year, Ghost of Tsushima, and then they could sell it again when it comes out for PS5. That's exactly what it did.
Exactly.
It keeps the PlayStation brand name in your mind. Like, what's the last exclusive Xbox came out with that everybody was like, "Holy shit,
Like,
we need to play this."
The
And
original Titanfall, maybe?
it's not
maybe.
that's on PlayStation, isn't it?
Huh?
That's on PlayStation. Titanfall.
The second, no, not the first
second
one.
one was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
First one was on Xbox.
That's what I meant. Yeah, like the first Titanfall, like 10 years ago.
Probably
Yeah.
like Halo or something.
Forza.
Forza.
I was gonna say
Maybe
Forza.
Gears.
Forza.
Gears.
Yeah, I mean, but even like the last Gears didn't do like. I mean, I'm sure it did well.
It's
I
not
mean, sure,
Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not Ghost
You
of
know it's
Tsushima.
quality whenever like the game starts and it's just a black screen and it's just like Sony
Interactive.
Entertainment, presents, and then it just like
Exclusive.
you know it's gonna be a good game when that comes up.
Exactly.
Sony got exclusives.
They do. That's because that's where they won this generation. You know, with the games.
I actually
I-
just watched. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
No.
ahead.
I was gonna say I love like how games are evolving to like cinematic movies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it's like The Last of Us is just like I feel like I'm actually like in a movie and it's like
Yeah.
I just love how like games are
Got
progressing.
my jaw dropped at some parts. I'm like,
Exactly.
I'm just sitting there, like, literally, like, what? You know,
Near the
Yes.
end of The Witcher, Brittany was like invested. Like she wanted to wait until she could watch me play it because of like the cinematic cutscenes and stuff. Like
Right.
it's just
You get invested.
that
Like,
entertaining. Like,
you almost
Mhm.
get more invested in games because you spend so much time with them. You know,
Mhm.
like it's not a
Yeah.
2-hour movie; it's a
a
30-hour,
40-hour
40-hour game, 80-hour game.
Exactly.
I always say like I don't get too into TV and movies that much because like I feel like my brain just always needs to be doing something. Like if I sit down at 10 o'clock at night and I watch a movie, I'm probably gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
But if I'm playing a game, I'm not because
I
like
can't.
I'm
Yeah.
involved.
I feel
I
like
can't
with
fall asleep
games
to a
how they
movie.
are now is just like I feel like even I'm more invested in a game than I am like a movie. Like a game's getting me to feel some emotions movies aren't.
I get
Like,
more
The Last of
immersed in
Us
the
and
game.
stuff.
Like you're
Exactly.
You
there.
know, like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can watch movies with subtitles. Like that's like it doesn't bother me at all. But like whenever I'm playing a game, I feel like I always have to take the subtitles off just because it helps me even more be into that game
Mhm.
because I
It
there's big
immerses
words
you.
on the screen while I'm trying to be like there's nothing else on the HUD, you know, but these
Yeah.
big words like kind of unimmerses me in a sense, and I'm just
I
like
usually do that too.
shit. In
See,
a
with
movie, it's
Ghost, I
fine.
did with Ghost, I did kind of the opposite because it's like set in Japan, so I have
Well,
like
that's
the
different.
Japanese audio on with the subtitles. They have an
Ah.
English version.
I'm
have-
doing the English version.
They have an English version, but I'm doing like they just speak Japanese and they have the English subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
it's
that's
really cool.
I downloaded DBZ Fighters, and that's how it comes is Japanese
Yes.
voices.
Oh, really?
Japanese.
But you can
Mhm.
change it. You can change it to English voices.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
text you about DBZ Fighters. I'm not
Let's
very
go.
far in it. It's
Let's go.
great. Oh no.
Let's go.
I'll get my ass beat by you, dude.
I
get
feel
my
like
ass
I would
Well,
definitely play the game with the like Japanese audio. Like,
Oh,
I
no,
got
I
really
was
used
at
to
first.
Japanese.
like
watching
Goku
Super.
voice and stuff. It would be awesome.
Here's- DBZ Fighters, dude. I don't know what the hell's going on in that story. I mean, I know it's a fighting game story, but they're
Bro.
just like, I'm like, what the f is going on
I
right
have
now?
no idea. I'm like, this isn't canon.
This dude's just
He
like,
texted me the other night, and he's like,
Is this GT?
pissing me off.
dude, I'm not even far, and he's just like, maybe you can switch bodies, and I'm like, all right, I guess we'll do that.
I was
Like-
like, I don't think that's how that works.
I guess we have to have a plot that Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, and Frieza can be all on the same team. I guess I don't know. Let's move along.
There's a bunch of clones. Fuck it.
Well, it's a fighting game, you know. Like,
Yeah.
It's just weird.
you remember when you played Budokai and you had to fight 700 Cybermen?
Bro.
Like, you
Yeah.
want to fight a blue
I
one?
told
No.
Wyatt, the story mode of that game seems like Budokai 2. It's like how it's
With
the
the-
board.
Mhm,
board
with the board.
Yeah.
It's the same exact. And
I
I
figured
I
that's
remember
how you
being
meant.
pissed. I was
I
a
hated the
little
story of
kid
Budokai too.
I
being
did too.
pissed because I'm
I was
like,
like
what is this?
loading it up, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this? This
What
is not
is this?
Budokai.
I-
What is this? Board games?
I
What is
spent my
this?
hard-earned allowance on this game. What is this?
Is that the game you first bought that you were like disappointed in with your own money?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
Vernon's
no.
No Man's Sky.
To be completely honest with you, I remember like specifically I got that game Budokai 2 for Easter one year.
Dude,
like
I did too.
no lie. I got it for Easter.
No shit,
yeah.
I did
Yeah.
too.
And I remember just being like happy, but like and then being like,
What is this? What is this?
what is this? Like
But
just being a
Budokai
little
3?
amazing.
Oh
Budokai
yeah.
3 was good.
What was it like? Super Saiyan 3 Goku in front of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one where you flew around.
Mhm.
And, like,
it was
yeah.
The total opposite.
Yeah,
It was amazing. But
That
Budokai
one-
1 was
That was the first one that had GT in it, I think, too.
I don't remember GT in it.
I'm pretty sure Super Saiyan 4 was in it.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't.
feel like GT
And
was
Shenron,
involved in
like
it in
Omega
some-
Shenron was all in that.
Evan, I know you probably remember this. Do you remember Dragon Ball Z Sagas on GameCube?
Yes.
I remember that.
You know, people didn't like it. I get why, because it was clunky.
It was
But
clunky,
it was
but
cool.
it was fun.
It was
fun.
cool. Like
You got
it was
it
like
kind of open
open
world,
world.
kind of, you know, but like it was fun. It was
I
kind of
liked it.
bubbly though.
It
I
was
figured
I'm,
you-
It was
I am
clunky.
past the movies on Super now.
Oh, I was
Letting you
gonna
guys
ask
know.
you. I
They're,
just
like,
got to
putting-
Goku Black.
They're putting the tournament together, like Beerus and them. Like they're
The
getting the
tournament
fighters and
It
stuff.
was alright, in my
Such a-
opinion.
It's such a good arc. I love that
But-
shit. I love that shit. I love the Universe 6 and 7 arc. It's not
Some
like
real
the
shit.
best.
I
It's not
never
that
watched
long.
Resurrection
Yeah.
F before, so that was my first time watching it, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
You never watched Resurrection F?
No, I didn't. Yeah,
The
it was
only
really
thing I
good,
don't
though.
like
I liked
about it is that like everything else throughout the series, like Vegeta had the win right in his hand, and
Yeah.
then Goku's like, nope.
Well, yeah.
I
It took too
know,
long.
It's like what do you want Goku to do?
but they
Just be
made
like,
it
yeah.
like that. Like,
And Vegeta's pissed. He's like, yo,
But, like,
That is like really funny though. I really like it though.
did
Super
you,
is
did
a-
you get to
really
the
enjoyed
tractor
it.
scene? that I was
Yeah,
talking
where he's
about?
like, "Oh, I forgot my tractor," and like the part where they're
really
like, Vegeta's trying to get Whis to train him and stuff, and he's like
Oh,
trying
that's
to
the
cook
best
for him, and he keeps
episode.
breaking the eggs.
Yeah, he's he's trying to break an egg, and, his
And he
face
keeps
is all, like,
cracking
scrunched up.
And like, I think it was like Chi-Chi. They were talking to Bulma about Vegeta training with Whis, and like Goku's like in the next room, and he's like, "He is what?"
He busts through the wall.
Busted through the what?
Yeah, I think
Where's he at?
Doesn't Vegeta give Whis like ramen noodles, or he gives Beerus
Yeah,
ramen?
they give him
yeah,
ramen
please.
noodles. Yeah,
Like,
instant
the best.
ramen.
It was like Earth's
'Cause,
best
like,
cuisine.
when he's going back with him, he has just like this huge bag over his shoulder of just ramen noodles.
Yo, Evan, I know like the pictures I was sending you with the goo Vegeta and shit. Like I love how the only reason even Goku even ended up there because he was chilling and he's just like, whoa, wait a second, who's that energy? And he's just like, wait, Vegeta's fighting without me, and he like just like you know, that's the only reason
Every
he was
time I
even there
watch
to save
Super,
them.
I think about Team 4-Star, and every time like Goku teleports, I hear the like he just like pops
up. Yo, when he pops up in Bulma's bed's funny as shit too.
Oh my god,
bro, she's like.
there are parts. I would say
is Reese here now?
if I had any problems with Super, Goku is a little too dumb at times.
Yeah.
Like,
especially
why
for
you're
how
gonna
old he
get
is.
there's a part in one of the arcs where Goku being stupid ruins like 3 things. I think Vernon probably knows what I'm talking about. He
What
just
arc?
forgets things. He's like, "Oops, I forgot it," and
What
now it's like a
arc?
plot hole. Like it's like
I mean,
it's a part of the
Vegeta's
plot.
dumb sometimes, like in Resurrection F, like whenever Goku's trying to fight him and he just comes up and starts fighting Goku. He's like,
Yeah,
"What are
that's just
doing?" So it's my turn. Like, man, come on now. Gonna ruin this whole thing.
You're
we
gonna
could sit
love the
here
tournament though,
talk
like the
about
big
Dragon Ball
tournament.
Z for an hour.
Yeah.
Shit.
It was really I'm
Welcome
really
to the Dragon Ball Z podcast.
Hey, Dragon Ball Z podcast. My name's Vern.
talk
I'll
about
do
something.
that.
Love
I
Dragon
have
Ball
a
Z.
little insider information for you guys, by the way. I saw about like 2 hours ago. Not to
Oh,
deal
yeah?
with Dragon Ball or anything. A little insider, a
What?
little scoop
Sneak
about
peek.
the old Washington no names.
Oh
The
no.
Washington
Oh,
name
no.
TBD.
The,
Dun,
the
dun,
Washington TBD. Apparently, the same people that trademarked the rword.com, they trademarked DC Sentinels.
Oh.
So the team, like people are speculating that the team's name is going to be the DC Sentinels.
They're gonna
Go
change
for it.
shit.
Sentinel.
Straight
They're not
DC.
gonna change it. Yep,
I'd be
DC.
okay with that.
Yeah, I was like, that's a cool name.
Give them a Washington Wizards color scheme too.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Keep the color scheme. I think burgundy was important to him.
it kind of look like the Pats then, unless you did something different, because it would be like blue, white, and red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Never mind.
Well,
Man, do you want to hear my favorite?
But speaking on like studios,
Okay.
we were all just talking about there was a Subway down the street from where I live. We were like, we can rent it. 2 weeks later, they're tearing it down. That building
It's
has
tore down.
that building has been there for like 15 years empty. And
Empty.
the minute we want to do something,
Empty.
Boom.
Oh, you want to use this?
God's talking to us, guys. We should quit this podcast. We
You
should,
know-
we should
No,
The-
fuck that.
No. That's the first speed bump.
God's were like,
yeah, the first speed bump is God, and then we get after that.
stop tearing my studio spaces down.
We will find a studio.
We will. That would be amazing. Like, because we can all do our shit out of that too. It does like this is just one thing.
Honestly, even just a room in one of our houses that we can like quickly set something up, like that alone would be
Just
amazing.
imagine an office space with like a big table in the middle for our podcast. And right in the corner, it has a bar set up for fucking like me and Storm. You guys
Right.
have your set up for your gaming things, a computer set up for Vernon's, like to edit all the videos.
Or
Alright.
just need editing shit.
So
yeah.
I don't know how our significant others are gonna feel about this, but let's just buy a big house and make it like a gaming house. I mean,
Gaming
you know,
I'm lying that I
Four
haven't
people.
looked up apartments on to see how big I can get them, but they're like $1,200 even between the 5 of us. That's like a lot of money, dude.
Just for a one room, because we only
Yeah.
need like one room.
One studio room, like one
100
studio,
bucks.
because studio apartments are usually in like Mechanicsburg, things like that. You know, where
Yeah.
I
like
pay like $400 for my house.
that's what I'm saying. These apartments I ran here are 800. Marissa,
Yeah.
there's an
Big-
apartment right by you on Main Street, man. We could work with. It was like five something a month, 575. Let's say. I'm just making a number up, but we have to pay electric and stuff too. I'm sure all these
Yeah.
cameras stuff is gonna eat some electric up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what this.
We need
mean,
to
yeah,
just
yeah.
stay online for now, and then we'll get a studio down the line.
We'll just social distance for now.
Even between the 4 of us is decently cheap, man.
Yeah.
And I
So we would need like cameras and like good mics and shit. You know.
We'll
I-
accumulate this stuff over time, though.
Yeah.
Why? Who starts out with the studio space and then accumulates shit? I don't know, but maybe we'll work backwards. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
See, people
We're
get a
evil.
phone, then buy a
Low-
studio space. but
low
nah,
budget right now.
You have to dress
Oh,
for
yeah.
It's how would we describe it right now? It's homey.
It's in beta.
the no budget. You mean
Beta
low
mode.
Squad pod beta.
squad?
Hey, if this works, we've moved out of alpha and into beta. Like if
Yeah.
this recording looks good, we're in
Oh.
beta mode now.
Once this ODX, is that what it's called?
OBS.
ODS.
I don't
OBS.
know.
OBX.
OB.
I think it's still alpha.
It might still be
OB.
alpha because we're lagging.
OBS.
S and Sam.
Yes.
It's funny though
OBS.
because like the audio is perfect. It's just your guys' webcam is just sometimes just, and not everyone's. Like earlier, I noticed Vernon's and Wyatt's were lagging behind, but Alex's was perfect. But it's just weird. I think it just is weird. So
Right. It's work in
But anyway.
progress. Let's
um.
move on to the next topic, though.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right. So what do we want to move to?
I wanted to talk about way too early NFL predictions. Just
Way too
because.
early.
Just because.
Speaking of
let's get it
NFL.
out of the way now. Let's get it out of the way
Okay.
now so we can look back on this months from now when we do our mid-season or end we see at the end of the year where we're at.
This is
We got this video
documented.
for reference. Exactly.
I think we
So I
should.
can look like a fool.
I think we should all run through our teams, and then each one of us should come up with like a hot button team, like on your prediction. That'll be
gotcha.
eight. That'll be 8 predictions. Like, what's your personal prediction for your team? And then
Yeah.
we'll just say like a team or a player even. It doesn't have to be a whole team. Like a player. Like, what do you think they achieve?
Just
Way
like
too
a
early.
bold prediction. For
Yeah,
the
like
second.
a bold prediction. Like, so I mean, I'll start. The Steelers. I think the window is closing for Roethlisberger and them Steelers.
Yeah.
I
So-
agree with that.
This might not be a prediction. This might be a necessity, but I think it's Super Bowl or go home at this point. I think the defense is where it needs to be. I think Roethlisberger is in a year or two of whether he can play or not at the level he can play or not. We still have everybody that we need on the team. After this year, we're going to start losing our Jujus, our Bud Duprees, things like that. So
Right.
my bold prediction for the Steelers, and only purely out of necessity at this point. Super Bowl go home, man.
Ben's got to go.
And
You
as
got-
good as Mike Tomlin is, I love Mike Tomlin, and he's one of the best coaches.
Yeah.
Top 5 in the league,
Yeah,
top 3 maybe.
easily.
But it seems like these last couple years, his job has been on the hot seat. We're is he gonna be on a different team? Because I could see him head coaching somewhere else, just same way they almost pushed Coughlin out of New York. He won
Yeah.
a Super Bowl there. It was just more, or Andy Reid out of Philly. It was just they loved him, but it was time for a change.
It's what
You
it,
know,
it's what have you done for me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Maybe Tomlin even needs a change.
Sometimes just the person needs a change.
Yeah.
Right.
Mike Tomlin's easily a top 3. I mean, and again, I'm a little biased, but win percentage. He's got Super Bowls under his belt.
Right.
He's-
Definitely.
Like
He's
I mean,
even
he's a
as an
highly respected
assistant.
coach.
yeah, even
as
as
an
assistant,
assistant.
Buccaneers, man, he went with the Buccaneers.
Accomplish.
Way back there. But yeah, man. I mean, if I'm gonna get a little bit more logistic and not so surface level, I do think Ben comes back as at least a 4,000 yard QB. I think Juju's time to step up. This is Juju's career year for him. When Joe Flacco won that Super Bowl them years ago, and he got paid because he won that Super Bowl. This
On his
is
contract year.
yeah. This is Juju's time. This is your contract year. This is the time to
You want that?
understand.
You
Yeah.
want that big money, or
Are you a second? Because he was amazing when Antonio Brown was
AB was there?
Yeah, but he was the second thing, and then but it's not his fault when he moved up to starter. Obviously, Ben got injured, and nobody wants fucking Mason Rudolph thrown to you, but he did, and didn't do well. Whatever he's doing.
Fucking
Got that dent in his head on that helmet.
Man, I watched, or I didn't watch. I saw a meme. It was however much money Myles Garrett got for his contract, just with that
How
amount
many-
of money. Yeah, how many times can he? It was he can hit him 2,700 something.
before he runs out of money.
So what was your prediction, Alex?
Super Bowl.
No, but what's your record gonna be?
Oh, I actually think we beat the Ravens because, and maybe this is another bold prediction, but I think Lamar Jackson takes a slump this year. I think people start figuring him out. Not that they won't be a great team. I think they'll be in the playoffs too, but I think we beat them. I'm going to say 11-5, and we win the division.
Okay.
That's what I'm
okay.
gonna say.
Win the division.
You're gonna win the division.
I say, and again, this is just prediction. Nobody knows anything. I
At
say
11-5.
I say
With Lamar Jackson.
I say Lamar Jackson gets the same record because he takes a slump, but we beat him by
tiebreaker or something.
yeah.
Okay. That's
I don't-
bold. That is bold ass prediction right there.
Better than the Ravens.
That
I
is
just
bold.
think Lamar Jackson.
That's a hot take right there.
That's a hot take.
That's some hot takes. Laying down some hot takes.
Jeez.
All right, Evan. How much have you followed the 49ers? What's your bold prediction?
Yeah, what's your bold
What's-
prediction,
what's up,
Evan, with your
Evan?
49ers?
My bold
What's your
prediction is that I'm
prediction
winning
for your
fantasy
team?
again.
What's
No,
your
no.
My
prediction
bold
for your
position.
team,
It's
sir?
my bold prediction.
Talk real.
I know.
Be back to the Super Bowl. Do they make it again to the
I was
Super
trying to
Bowl?
think about that. I mean, I don't know. I haven't followed that much, so I don't know.
I
Like,
think that's a negative.
I think they've kept all the
I don't-
pieces.
Yeah,
Jimmy G
I don't
ain't
think they're
good
gonna
enough
go to
win
a Super Bowl though.
Ever?
No.
never
Proved
again.
it. He throw like 4 passes in the conference championship game or something, and then like 15 in Super Bowl. Like
Yeah.
Jimmy G.
Well, like who was it? Mostert and
Yeah.
the other running back carried him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your team, man. That's your team.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Jimmy
That's what
G.
the Titans did. Brian Tannehill barely threw.
You played to your
and
strength.
They lost to Pat Mahomes.
Who does throw?
Throws
Moral of the story is throw the damn ball.
throw the damn ball.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't know enough.
It doesn't matter. Give me your bold prediction. Give me your
His
record.
Bold
You
prediction.
gotta
for the
start
season.
doing some research
And a
on your
record
team,
for the
Evan.
My
49ers.
bold prediction. All right.
The
all
record.
right.
Let's see how close. they are.
I don't know.
16 games.
I'm just gonna call some bullshit like record. All right, let's
Hot
go.
takes.
I don't think they're gonna win the Super Bowl. I'll say that. I don't think they're gonna win the
It-
Super Bowl.
hmm
That deep.
I'm-
Anybody on that D barely.
What's that?
Anybody on that defense, which is what carried them.
All right, let's say like I said, this is just total bullshit. 9-7.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like Alex said, they have the pieces. They went to
Okay.
the Super Bowl.
I think they won 13 games last year, though.
They have a
I don't
hangover
know.
or something.
I don't know.
They could
Rams
have a
did pretty
hangover.
much. Rams did shitty the year last year.
Yeah.
True. What do you think,
Maybe
Wyatt?
people have a whole for the
For the
49ers?
damn birds. No, for the damn birds.
for my birds. I think we're going to be either 11-5 or 12-4.
Do you
That's
win?
my hot.
Do you
Yeah,
beat
we're gonna-
Dallas for the division?
We're gonna lose one game, and then we're gonna. I don't know which one's at home or which one's away, but it's gonna come down to the end of the season. I bet,
Last
just
game
like
of the year.
always. Last game of the year against Dallas, we're gonna end up beating them. We're gonna win the
It's
division.
like
It's gonna be like the first time in I don't know how many years that one team's gonna win the division 2 years in a row. That like never happens. It
That
usually
never
goes.
happened.
if
It
that
never
happens. That
never
that could be a
happens.
bold prediction then. You know,
Yeah,
like
so
because
that'll
maybe
be
this is
what-
Dallas' year
yeah.
to win it.
My bold prediction was going to be Miles Sanders is going to get like over 1,000 yards. He said he's going to be an MVP this year.
Miles Sanders,
Hey,
huh?
Miles Sanders, he's going to have like
Is that
1,200,
really
1,300
One.
yards.
that bold,
Running backs
though?
never win MVP ever.
Oh, no.
I think Miles Sanders definitely capable of getting over 1,000 yards.
All right,
Yeah,
here's a hot
thousands,
take. I'll give you the
Thousands.
hot take. Here's a hot take. Carson Wentz going to win MVP.
No.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz ain't gonna finish the season.
Yeah.
Here's my hot take in your division. Ezekiel Elliott gets rushing number 3 title, man.
Yeah, I can see that. But Dak
behind
Prescott,
Saquon and Miles Sanders.
Yep.
no, you like.
I like Saquon even more, man, because I mean we're gonna start talking about running backs. I love Saquon.
Zeke's
Zeke.
hungry.
He's hungry, man, and he knows how to.
Zeke's hungry.
Ugh. That
That's if
dude,
they use them, and they didn't use them enough last year.
so we were talking about last podcast about like how I felt about like true running backs. Zeke, man, like Zeke,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and there's a running back for you that I think is a true running back that's been doing it since he was a rookie. You know, like
He's a mix. He's been doing it since the Buckeyes.
yeah, but like look, I understand what you're saying with like Derrick Henry, where like this is his big blow up year. I just think he's got the size for it. Zeke could be like hurdling people, and he'd been winning rushing touchdowns or not rushing titles.
Russian
And, like,
titles.
Yeah.
what he's got 2? He's played 4 years. Has 2 already. Like that's pretty good, man.
I think this is Zeke's bounce back year. I agree with that. I was thinking about that too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Jason Garrett's out of there. They got a new
I think
coach.
That doesn't necessarily translate to Dallas wins,
no.
but I think
Well,
this
no.
is
But I think he'll
year you pick
utilize the
Zeke.
running backs the way they should.
Hopefully,
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Fuck Dallas. That's all I know.
They'll find a way to fuck it up.
Fuck Dallas.
Even if they start off great, they'll find a way to fuck it
Yeah.
up and end up 9-7.
Oh,
or 8-8.
definitely.
Listen, even
Definitely.
if Zeke rushes for 8,000 yards next season, they're still going to go 8-8.
Because of Amari Cooper dropping a pass on a 3rd down or something.
Dallas, man, that's just their record at this
That's
point.
Jerry Jones is gonna trade somebody at the deadline. It's gonna fuck up everything.
All right, Vernon, let me hear your hot take.
All right. Ready for this? For Cam Newton and the Patriots. Okay, if this man can finish the season healthy, because I don't even believe he can. First of all, I don't even know if he's gonna be the starter. Listen, like it's kind of dumb if he's not the starter. You know, healthy
Yeah.
Cam Newton.
You think he doesn't
dumb.
start week 1? No preseason.
Week 1 he starts.
Okay. All right,
Week
all
1
right.
he starts. I think in the training camp he's going to be taking reps behind him at first, maybe. You know what I mean? Week 1, Cam Newton starting if he's healthy. You know, if he makes the team, honestly. But like if there's only one reason he wouldn't make the team, and that's health, because I've been watching all them Instagram videos. He posted one today with him and Edelman out there.
I
He's
saw.
already training with Edelman. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh yeah. So my bold prediction, okay, because I was kind of skeptical all off season. You know how like every week you guys ask me and I tell you like in the games slightly raise, you know?
Mhm.
This is my new prediction for the
16-0 by week 5 podcast.
Patriots. We'll see what the record's looking like. But right now, I'm saying 10-6 for them Patriots.
Ooh.
It's gonna be tough. Buffalo will probably win our division, depending on, because they have a tough fast schedule too. Buffalo has like the 3rd toughest. We have like the number 1 toughest. Buffalo, I could see finishing 11-5, 12-4 type of shit, just because they're steamrolling. They're getting their shit together. They've been waiting for the Patriots to fall off. We lost a lot of players. We kind of got a reset. We got to figure out what we're good at.
We'll see how Miami is too.
Yeah.
If that project works.
I ain't worried about Miami. I ain't worried about New York.
I have
at
a
all.
bold prediction for your division and for your team when you're done. When you're done, go ahead, finish your thought.
Well, more or less, just I think Cam Newton can do some different shit than Tom Brady could. Like he was saying, Josh McDaniels can draw up different shit for Cam Newton here. You know, just we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm very interested to see what happens with this shit. But also, as much as with Carson Wentz, like, can he stay healthy? You know,
Yeah.
that's the biggest question. Like, can Cam Newton stay healthy? Because if not, then it doesn't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
You know. Well, and then
Or
we
you
got
go-
Jared Stidham. Let's go, baby.
We got Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm
He's
excited to
got
see
a
the Jalen
backup
Hurts
plan.
project.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be out in there
Yeah.
with
I'm excited
Carson.
to see
Oh, he's going to be playing with Carson. That's going to
Oh,
be. I'm excited to see what they do with that.
It's gonna be some
Like, it's gonna
Taysom
be-
Hill shit.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting. I was going to
What's up,
change my
Alex?
bold prediction
All right,
after Alex goes.
my bold prediction on just your division, and this is some off the wall shit. First, we'll start with your team. That isn't that bold of prediction. I think Cam Newton makes it through half the season before him and Belichick don't get along, and he cuts his ass. Either he cuts his ass, or Cam Newton says something online where they got to sit him and he gets benched or suspended or whatever he's got to say. I don't think those personalities clash. Like, I think Belichick is so nonsense. Get out here, win the game, and I think Cam can do it for a little bit because he wants to re-up his career. You let Cam win 6 games and let it go to his head, which it should, because I think Cam's a great quarterback if he can get healthy and get under the right system. I don't think that's personalities clash, though. Perfect thing
This
about Belichick
quarterback
and Tom
wins
Brady.
6 games. You think they're gonna just cut him because he's tweeting? Him and Ron Rivera have never had a problem. Cam
Ron
doesn't have any
Rivera is
history of.
not
He
Bill
doesn't
Belichick.
even have a history of.
They
having
said Randy
problems
Moss
with the
was going to
coach, though.
cause a problem when he went to the Pats.
Then he caught 23 touchdowns and set the record, which is still sitting today.
Bill Belichick is a cold, heartless motherfucker, and he'll cut people on Christmas.
Ocho Cinco.
He calls people Christmas morning and says, "Hey, Merry Christmas! You're not playing anymore. Get the fuck out of my team."
That story is well known, but I'm just saying, it's been done many times with Bill Belichick and.
Oh, I'm not hating on Bill.
Like I'm not talking about. I'm just saying like.
And I don't think Cam's uncoachable. I think those personalities clash evenly. Maybe I'm going too bold with my thing. I think there will be some drama in your personality. Maybe that's my better statement. I think there's going to be some conflict.
It's all good because it's just bold prediction.
Yeah,
I think personally, it'll come down. Like it depends on if Cam's there to fucking just like it's a prove it year for him.
Exactly.
He has a 1-year deal. You know, it's a prove it year. If he goes in there and fucks around, then that just proves even like everybody already passed on him once.
Yeah.
If he goes in there and fucks around, who's gonna pick him up? You know what I mean? Realistically, they already would have for what we paid for him.
In my scenario where he gets in trouble, it's Cam comes out and wins 6 out of 7 games. You know, like balls, and Cam's already in his mindset that like. I can do this again, you know, like I can do this situation, and that's when problems start to arise. When Cam's ego meets Bill's absolute winning mentality, and Bill's absolute winning mentality is no nonsense. You play football. I don't want to see you do anything else. I want to see you come out here and play football.
I agree with you, but I just don't think that'll happen.
Sure,
like I agree with you as far as like what would happen, like if that did, but I don't think Cam. First of all, I don't think he's gonna blow up like that.
He's got too much at stake.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I don't think he would get too crazy.
Yeah. Maybe I'm jumping too high off of AB, man, because AB lost his mind.
AB's crazy as shit.
That's what I've been thinking about all these people, man. Like, no way he said that.
Also, you're a wild man if you think we're gonna cut our quarterback who won 6 or 7 games. You're crazy. Just because he's.
Because he's crazy, man. Bill Belichick's no nonsense, man.
Bill Belichick, like you said,
Jared thought I'm going to go 7 of 7.
Here's my second bold. You want to hear my bolder prediction? And this is way off the wall. And this is solely because one of my good friends is a Jets fan.
Oh God!
The Jets beat the Patriots in the division.
And the Bills.
No. Just the Patriots. Third. Just the Patriots. Yeah, third. I don't think.
Damn. That hot take.
That's my shout out to one of my good boys, Scott. The Jets. The Jets pull.
Just said that.
No, man. Here's my prediction. Just hear me out. All right. The Bills win it.
10 years in a row.
All right, let's listen. I'm gonna ASMR this stuff. All right. The Jets. The Bills win it. The Bills win it. All right.
I'm scared of the Bills.
The Patriots, even with Cam Newton, are absolute hot garbage because they lost too much. Tom Brady was the catalyst that held it together, and we all didn't know it, and we thought it was Bill, but really it was Tom. And they're just hot garbage, and they're fucking like
7-9.
Oh no, like 6 and 10. They're 6 and 10.
7-9.
They're 6 and 10, and the Jets get 8 and 8, and they beat the Patriots.
Hey, I mean, all good things come to an end.
Damn right.
I know the league is waiting. They're waiting. They're praying.
I've been.
Please, Patriots, stop winning them games. Tom Brady, retire. Get out of there. Look, you got what you wanted. Tom Brady, Bill, no more. You know, they're separated. Now it gets interesting because everybody in the league's like, what's gonna like? Are they gonna be shitty? Is Tom Brady gonna be shitty? Are they gonna be good? Is Tom Brady gonna be good? Like, which was it? Like, meanwhile, you got Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, fucking everything else up. You know, so the league is looking great right now. What are you doing? Is that a Jello shot?
This off camera bugging me. She's like, do a shot with me. I'm like, shh, I'm trying to do stuff.
I'm just like,
Vernon's in the middle of his like.
I was listening.
His speech, and now he's like.
I was listening. She's bugging me.
Oh my God.
Happy life, man.
hey, I love Jello shots. It's all good, man.
They got them at the bar right now. 12 for 12, man. You can get 12 of them in a case for $12.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Go get them.
I will. That sounds good. All right. We got our bold.
That was my bold ass.
Yeah, I died for a second. I died.
I was gonna switch mine. I think we gonna have a top 5 defense this year. That's my actual realistic bold prediction. I think we can have a top 5 defense this year.
Yo, before we started recording podcast, what did I say about them Steelers defense last year, Vernon?
They were gonna be great.
I said I was like, they're gonna have top 5 defense. So
right.
it's right, man. We made the trades. We got it.
Yeah.
Believe in it.
Good.
Yeah, you can be better.
And made the trade you needed though, like to get him better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was before we even made the trade that I made that gamble. I was like, no, man, we got this. It's gonna come together. I believe in it.
Yo, so random, but I spent $11 on Madden 20, okay? Because it's on sale right now, like 80% off. And like I told you how my discs and shit don't work. I have it digitally now, so
You're not still the EA Access.
What?
I never heard of it. Can you still play it on EA Access?
I don't know.
That's how you got me to download it. You don't know. Oh, did you own?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to do that, and then I bought it for Kai for his birthday because he really wanted it. And I already erased the EA Access one. Like
I still have EA Access, so I play it off that for $5 a month.
Oh,
You know what, Vernon? And this is a personal conversation between me and Vernon. Don't listen to you two, because you don't ever play with me. Do you know what EA Access does get you?
what?
A discount on Apex coins.
Discount.
Discounts.
So like instead of spending $10, I could spend $8.
You spend like $8 on like 10 of them, dude.
Is this
Great.
an advertisement?
Apex.
Is this a paid
This is
promotion?
an advertisement.
Is this a paid
for-
advertisement?
If
Did
EA
I miss something?
ties the show,
Because this sounds like a scripted advertisement.
You want to play some Apex?
Hey Vernon,
Soccer?
did you know that with EA Access you can get a 10% discount on your Apex coins?
And the new Octane bundle is 25% off.
yeah. Actually, we're on the Pathfinder bundle right now, so just
Sorry. Anyway, I
Anyway,
had another question for everybody. Sleepers in fantasy football this year. What are you thinking? Are you
Kittle-
thinking rookies?
Kittle's not a sleeper, Evan. Just let you know.
Huh?
Kittle's not a sleeper, Evan.
I know he's not.
But I'm thinking like any rookies that you got your eye on, or second year, third year players, or players coming back from injury, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, what are you
I
thinking?
think depending on how Denver's QB is, those 2 receivers they picked up could ball out this season. I think it was it
remember
Mims?
their names.
I think it was Mims and somebody else. I forget who it was.
Do they still
They
have
got
Sutton
2.
out there?
I think so.
Denver? So
Yeah,
we'll
I think
see.
Yeah, I think so.
Their quarterback,
Yeah.
Drew Lock.
If he can stay consistent, those wide receivers are going to be really good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. And another one I thought of was Josh Jacobs, that bull from the Raiders. I think he's going to be really good. He's a running back.
Great running back this year.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel you. See, I'm thinking like something. He's kind of more of like a star player, but like I think Odell could have a great year, even if the Browns suck. Like that type of year, like he had with the Giants when they would still be sucking. Like I feel like he could. The way everything happened last year, and just he's fully healthy now. I can see him getting a ton of targets especially right out the gate. So it might be a great one to have like early on in the season. Maybe potentially trade later after he gets digged up a little
He's
bit.
someone that should be like in the top 10 wide receivers every
Right.
year, but
Right.
That's just pure ability.
This is also a personal one. I think Mohamed Sanu has a great year this year. He's on the Patriots. He's healthy.
I think I got 3 for different reasons. I think I don't know if I would consider him a sleeper. I mean, he's going to be on people's radars, definitely. I'm not getting deep sleepers. I think DK Metcalf becomes a top 10 receiver.
Oh,
this year.
definitely.
I think top 10 receiver. Like I think he's one of the first picks you should get. Rookies, and I'm going to stick with receivers and rookies. I think Jalen Reagor. I think he's one of the. I think he's one of the rookies personally for you guys. I think he's one of those rookies that makes an instant impact.
I was gonna say, I hope he balls out this year.
Yeah. I think he makes it good.
I'm really looking at CeeDee Lamb having a good year, but that all depends on scheme.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a sleeper is maybe a misnomer for me. Like I don't know, like he's first wide receiver off the board. Like of course.
No, it's fun because Odell's not really a sleeper. I meant more or less like bounce back. That's where rookies you think.
I do have a bounce back, and I think he'll drop a little bit. Maybe not as much as I think in my imaginary fantasy football. But I think Saquon, after coming back from injury, balls out.
Yeah.
And
having a great year too.
Yeah, I see him having a great year. And the one I don't think bounces back is Leonard Fournette. I think he's a one-trick pony, and I don't think he bounces back. I think he's going to be high on the board. I think he'll have 3 great games for you, and I think he'll be hurt this season.
What about Todd Gurley in Atlanta?
If he can stay healthy, I think he would do well.
Yeah. I think they're going to redesign Todd Gurley. I think he's going to be a much more out of the a catcher out of the back for Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan,
power back.
Not such power. Matt Ryan's a great quarterback. He's a safe pick, and I mean, if we're talking fantasy, he's a safe pick. He's the quarterback that's going to get you 28 to 30 points a game, depending on your scoring. But he's a good quarterback, and I think they're going to resign him. He's going to have. They still have the backup, right? What's that kid's name?
Ridley? No, he's a wide receiver. Sorry.
No, they still have. It doesn't matter, but I think he's not going to be so much a power back anymore.
Yeah.
I think, and Todd Gurley's hands have always been okay, and as long as they're okay, they'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
Well, when it comes to like Odell and stuff, like some of these teams have like new coaches and shit, like Dallas and the Browns, so it's going to be a whole new system. So it might take them a while to get going.
But
once
they
the season
might also
starts, especially with no. You gotta go ahead.
But it being to your point, like I agree with you because it's going to be all different. But maybe
especially with no preseason,
right? But maybe Baker and Odell, they have some type of at least.
Yeah.
So that he'll be. I was talking like more.
That's where like
early
the off-season
season
workouts come, and like if they've been working out like together and stuff.
He knows Odell's going to run this route. Boom. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
When it comes down to the game plan and stuff too,
it might not go all year.
Yeah.
You might get a couple good catches. Like who knows?
Who knows?
I'm just like I want to see Odell ball. I don't know why, but I don't want to see them Browns do good.
He deserves to be on a good team.
I don't want to see Odell ball.
Yeah, fuck the Browns, but I want to see Odell balling.
Fuck Odell.
Speaking of football, like the rookies reported yesterday, the 28th. Everybody reports we gonna have training camp here in the next week. It's gonna be nice.
Football. Bring it
Basketball
on.
starts next week. August 1st, NHL starts up. Games are counting. We have
sports back, baby.
It only took 5 months.
Back.
Big money sports is going to be coming out very soon. We need to start reporting that.
Yeah, I was planning on doing that here at the end of the month. We can do that
whenever everything comes back.
Yeah. I just got to get together with Evan about getting like the layout and stuff.
Yeah,
I got you.
How to slap it together. But what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I think the NBA is playing like 8 games before the playoffs start.
Yeah.
What I understand. I think
team.
Yeah, I think NHL's doing a couple games too. They're finishing like a couple games of the season and then right into the playoffs. It's gonna be nice.
I saw a funny thing about hockey, the players just being like, as far as when it comes to like trying to convince them to come up to the bubble and play,
Mhm.
them just being like, "Give us bed and ice, we'll be there."
Bro,
Yeah.
hockey, I feel had like they figured everything out before any other league
They had
because
no
like
problem.
there's I feel like there's just such a players first league. Like they
Yeah.
paid the players first before anything. They're like, here's your guaranteed money. Like you don't have to worry about that. And then they're like, well, how would this work? Two bubbles or whatever in Canada? And they're like, oh, that's perfect,
Yep.
eh?
Yeah. Want to try it out, eh?
But yo,
Man,
like they got it figured out. I'm excited for some hockey,
me
especially
too.
playoff hockey and
We'll see
NBA.
what
Playoff
happens.
NBA is gonna be good too. Did you see the courts and stuff? They look dope.
Yeah, I saw him unveil the courts. I'm so excited for basketball, man. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
basketball.
I want to
Apparently they're
see.
gonna be
I think
like
you're muted,
running on a
Alex.
delay,
Yeah,
NBA
like
Apparently-
five
starts there.
second delay.
so they can cut out swears and stuff.
They were like, "Fuck!" Every time Melo grabs a rebound, he's like, "Get the fuck out of
I'm
here!"
ready. I'm ready to hear some trash talking, like because it's
Yeah,
gonna be
me
so
too.
silent unless they're pumping crowd noise in.
I was watching some highlights from the games today, and it's weird. It's
Is
weird,
there
but I'm
no? Is there crowd
excited.
noise or is it
I
just
didn't
silent?
hear any. It was
There was
just kind of
Okay.
silent.
there was like 4 broadcasters talking about it, like as
Yeah.
you were watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they were talking. I saw like apparently baseball started up, but like I feel like it's gonna be so weird with baseball, and it's gonna be weird with football too. Like the downtime in between like pitches or like plays, whereas it's just like they're just
Quiet.
chilling. It's just gonna be quiet. They're just gonna be sitting there talking. Like they're not gonna be able to. Usually they would cut to like fans in the
Are we
stands.
still gonna hear the music? Like
Good.
Yeah. Just
Baseball needs to
your
speed up the
crazy
game
train about 8
anyways.
times.
They do. But I mean, like even football, I guess they got commercials still, but usually they would cut back and show like fans or whatever. They would just have to just show the field or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
You're gonna hear players like saying stuff that's not swear words because out loud that like because they know the mics will pick it up more or less. Like just like
You're gonna be hearing
I
some
love
funny
you,
shit, I
Bob, or
bet.
something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
you're gonna be
you know,
hearing
like,
some funny stuff.
just random stuff because it'll all be
I'm-
picked
I'm
up.
ready
They
to
won't
hear
That's
cut
what they
some,
should
like-
just do. They should just like make the audio available. Like that just bring
Yeah,
it
I
to the
wanna-
crowd. Just
wanna hear
open
what
up
LeBron-
every player's mic.
Uncensored, just online or whatever. That'd be cool.
Yeah, why not?
Yo, I
Yeah,
pay for
we'll talk to each
uncensored
other.
NBA.
If they don't put
Shit.
crowd noise, I'm ready for like NFL when they get touchdowns and like them just trash talking the other team or whatever. Just like
I think it'll be much more. I think it'll be much more personal without crowd. You know, like
Mhm.
it'll be
oh,
just much more
definitely,
personal game.
definitely.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
that's the
it's gonna be
only
interesting.
other
I'm excited
thing.
to see a I don't know
I-
COVID.
I want to do a quick rundown.
Games.
And then we should change subject because Evan don't know. Evan wants to talk about something.
Definitely.
Oh, I don't care. I'm good.
But quick
Oh, I
quick
agree.
rundown on what your expectations are for this year playoffs. Whether you win or not is fine of the NBA, of the team you pick. I know your team's not in it, Wyatt, but whoever you think is gonna pick a team. It doesn't matter.
I was gonna
So,
pick the Heat.
Go ahead.
I
Let's
like
hear it.
Butler.
What do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is the goal of this?
I mean, the goal is to win the COVID championship for the Heat.
COVID
Jimmy
Cup.
Butler, the COVID Cup.
The
Jimmy
COVID
Butler
Cup.
is determined, but is the rest of the team determined as Jimmy Butler is? I don't know. I feel like the Bucks are gonna just tear everybody down when it comes to that conference. But who knows? It's playoffs, baby. Anything can happen. Who knows?
Exactly. Fresh,
Uh,
everybody's healthy.
Everybody's
Exactly.
healthy.
I'm worried about Portland making the 8th seed and knocking my Lakers out in the first round. You know,
Yeah.
but other than that, my prediction is the Lakers winning the chip. You know,
Yeah.
let's go.
I still think.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
Oh, go ahead, man.
I can kind of see like I'm not saying Jimmy's as good as Kawhi, but I kind of liken them to what the Raptors are, where it's just like a good all around team.
Solid.
Yeah, like just a
Yeah.
solid all around team. So I mean, they can win it all, but I don't know if they can beat like the Lakers in the finals or anything.
I'm not
We'll see.
not a huge Butler fan, but I do think the Heat are one of the best teams in the East. That are left.
Yeah.
I think I know your prediction, Vernon, but let's. What do you think the Lakers are going to do?
Chip.
Chip.
LeBron's
And
gonna get.
I have to
championship.
agree. I have to
in
agree.
year 17. AD is going to get his first one, and then he's going to peace, go wherever he wants to go. I don't care. As
No,
long
I
as
think
we
he
get the
doesn't.
chip this year.
Chicago.
I
If
don't
he
care if
wa-
he goes to Chicago.
If he wins, I don't think he leaves.
I hope not.
I don't think he leaves. But I think that puts you guys in a very particular place with cap space.
I think LeBron finishes his career in a Lakers jersey.
I agree.
I think he plays the next 4 years, and well, 3 now. We'll see. Or maybe who knows? But I think he finishes his career in a Lakers
agree.
jersey.
I agree.
I
I,
don't see him.
Yeah.
I think he plays more than his contract has. I think he re-signs for
Yeah.
whatever he signs for. I mean, that really is dependent on where the Lakers are in a few years. But say the Lakers are even playoff contention, LeBron's the type of player I feel like will take the veteran minimum and be like, all right, let me play with these young bulls and just get a few more chips, you know?
And try to get with his son.
Exactly.
Whenever his son comes in the league, he's going to be on 1-year deals by that point.
Exactly.
He'll just sign a 1-year deal with whatever team his son gets drafted to.
Listen,
You know
and
what I mean?
There.
we're talking LeBron in 4 or 5 years. If LeBron in 4 or 5 years is 70% of the player LeBron is today, he's still better than 90% of the league.
Yeah, he's still going to be out there like,
Get the fuck out of here. The dude is. I know LeBron ain't your favorite player, Wyatt, but you have to admit, like,
Yeah.
dude
Oh, I admit, he's
is
good.
he's
Yeah.
the quintessential basketball player. He's good at everything, you know.
Yeah.
He is a great player at every facet of the sport. But Nets. I mean, while we're doing a quick
probably going
subject,
to win MVP this year.
I'm
LeBron?
Yeah.
Not over Giannis.
Yeah. He's going to win
Nah,
MVP
I think
this
Giannis
year.
gonna win that shit.
Bron's going to win.
Did Giannis win it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I think he's gonna win
yeah.
it. Oh,
He
yeah, I
don't-
think he's gonna win it again.
Win it again. He don't win it back to back.
Be LeBron.
If he didn't win it last year, I might agree with you, but I don't think they'll give it to him. Even though MVP
Oh
hate
man, look at them stats.
or hate,
I'm
yeah,
going to pull up some stats.
you pull up some
LeBron.
LeBron. That dude, it is a Grand Canyon comparatively to what LeBron is to what every other player in the NBA is.
As far as what MVP stands for, you know?
I mean, let's even talk about player like even Kawhi, who is an absolute monster of a player. He doesn't play enough games. He's injured too much, you know. Like he sat out
Yeah.
too much this year. You know, Kevin Durant, absolute monster player, didn't play all year. You know, James Harden, one trick pony. You know, he's a great scorer. He's an amazing scorer. He's a one trick pony. Anyways, we're getting too into
Man,
this.
James Harden. I respect James Harden's game. You know,
He's a great player. Here's the thing: if James Harden could take a back seat and be a Robin to a Batman, I think James Harden would have multiple chips under his belt. Problem is, James Harden has a Batman mentality. He is the star, you know. James Harden. If James Harden signed a deal with the Lakers tomorrow and played with LeBron James, that team would be absolutely an amazing, dominant team with LeBron running the interior and James Harden.
that would be amazing.
On the
I would
exterior.
love that.
Like
Come
that would
on,
be
James Harden.
incredible. I think man, we keep getting sidetracked. I'm gonna talk about basketball. My prediction for the Nets: we don't win. I think we get knocked out fairly early, hoping to make it to second round. I do think it's an important season for the young players in the Nets since like none of our stars are playing. Spencer Dinwiddie opted out. DeAndre Jordan opted out. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, none of them are playing. So this is an important year for Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, you know, those young guys who I'm not sure are going to be on the team next year. If they can make it to the second round this year and ball out and show like true leadership, one, it ups their like free agency value. And I'm all about the individual player. Like even if Karis LeVert leaves, like I hope that dude gets paid wherever he goes. Like I'm so happy D'Angelo Russell after he balled out on the Nets. I'm glad he's getting paid on the Timberwolves right now, you know? Good for you, dude. Making 144 million.
Didn't he go to the Warriors?
Yeah, he's on the Warriors, isn't he?
Nope. Timberwolves, man. He got traded like halfway through the season.
What?
Did he? I didn't see that.
He's on the Timberwolves with the Cat, man. I mean, they didn't make the playoffs, but he's on the Timberwolves right now.
Huh. Shows what I know.
You sure?
100% positive. And the only reason I'm positive is because I got a bull at work who is a big Timberwolves fan. So trust me, the day it happened, it was like, ooh. hand off. Happened. Yeah,
You're right.
some Timberwolves now.
Yeah.
But
Evan,
I
what
hope
would you
How
like
did
to
that
talk about?
happen?
it happened months ago. But I hope they ball out, man. But Evan, we will switch the subject for you, man.
Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
No, I'm actually glad because you guys were talking about that. I think I got it fixed completely.
Really?
I was messing with the settings, and in each of your guys' webcams, there was a thing that said latency mode, and there's one that says normal, safe, and then low, experimental. So I switched it to the low, and it's like perfect. Like you guys match up because I have like the Skype like previewed right beside it, matches perfectly. So
Nice.
Cool.
So yeah,
Oh,
I was
Good
messing
stuff,
around with
man.
that, and I heard Olivia crying. So instead of Brittany having to get up and possibly wake up Gracie, I went up and got her. So that's why I left earlier.
dad
Okay.
mode, 100% dad
Yeah.
mode. Get
I can hear, dude. It's weird. I can't hear shit on a normal day, but I can hear those kids crying. Like if we're ever
Dad
playing like
sense.
PlayStation, there's a lot of times like after I die, like I take my headset off because I'm like I hear these kids crying. Like I hear someone crying.
Is it a
That's weird.
disturbance in the force in my
I
house?
feel it. I feel it in my brain. Yeah, it's weird. But yeah,
All right,
I'm
man.
glad.
You put a topic on the thing about that music videos.
Dude,
That
I got a whole music section. I don't know why.
do it, man.
No, go. Let's do it. Let's talk
All
some
right.
music.
Let's
So
talk some.
I want to start off. Okay, so let's do um the song meaning. Did you guys get what I meant by that? Like if you heard a song like a million times and
Yeah.
you all of a sudden like you realize it means something completely different. Like and it might even be you can even say like something that's popular because I think the one I know the one that I'm going to say is pretty popular, but I'm one that I don't really listen to the lyrics all the time. Like I just kind of go with the song and listen to it. I might not like really like absorb the lyrics the first few times
Mine's
I hear
one
it.
from when I was younger, so I didn't understand it. But now,
Okay,
as I'm
now you
older, I
understand it.
understand. I'm like,
So you remember how this isn't my example. Like remember when I was talking I said in the group chat I was listening to American Idiot and like everything just like clicked. Like how he said like the slur for gay people and I'm like why would he say that? Like that's just a really weird thing to say. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like I just put like a comma in the lyric in my brain. I'm like, "Oh, now it makes sense." But that's not what I wanted to say.
I do have I don't have a specific song that I could think of, but I do
Okay.
have I have a play off of it that is very similar. So I'll wait till last before you guys all get out.
Okay.
But I do
Well-
have a play off of it.
So, okay, so you guys all probably know this song because it's a really popular song and it's on the radio all the time, which is why it boggles my mind that they play it on the radio so much. But Semi-Charmed Life.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I was listening this morning.
Yeah.
And I think
Definitely.
of
Do you know what
every-
that song's about?
before we get into that, I think of you every time I hear that song now after that Slipknot concert. Only because they were asleep in the back and we were like you were talking to me about that band and I was like, I don't know if I know that band, and then you showed me the song, I was like, oh, I do know that band, but, like that's the only song I've ever heard of it. So now every time I hear Semi-Charmed Life, think of that conversation in that car. Not like of you, Evan. I'm not like, oh
Yeah,
Evan.
no, I know what you mean. It's okay, you can think of me. It's all good. But
Good, I'm glad I have
So-
your permission now.
But yeah, that song is straight up about smoking or snorting crystal meth and getting blowjobs. The whole song. It's all about like getting high off crystal meth, going up, 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 and then crashing down and wanting to get back to it. Like it literally, like the first verse of the song says "coming over you." Like he straight up like blows a load, and they like it's on the radio all the time. It's crazy. Like he says like the whole thing. It's like I bumped up and I bumped again and I bumped again. Like this dude's like snorting crystal meth the whole song. It's just crazy. But like the song's so catchy and happy. Like
Mhm.
everyone
It is.
like it's like pumped up kicks.
I was
By
gonna
Pop-
say about pumped up kicks. Yeah,
Like,
that's a
everyone-
popular one.
Evan.
What?
Don't steal his words.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But like
I'm kidding.
yeah, it's
No,
like,
you're good. But yeah, I was gonna. That
sounds
wasn't what I
happy.
was gonna.
but it's
Yeah.
about like something terrible. But anyway, all right.
Yeah.
You can go in.
That's a popular one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I know Pumped Up Kicks is a popular one. The only one I can really think of off the top of my head is like, You know that meme that why you lying?
No,
Oh,
no,
Like
fuck you,
why
Wyatt.
you lying?
Fuck you, Wyatt. Fuck you, Wyatt.
I
That's
don't
my
know this.
song.
I don't know this. So
That's
Hurry up,
my
But yeah,
song.
like the original song to
I
that was
already have the
huge in like
lyrics
the
up.
late what's like in the late
That's my song.
90s.
You
But
cheated.
like it was a huge song,
You're in my
and
head.
all it is about is like you grinding up on a girl at a club and you get a boner and she can feel it. That's all the song is about. It's called Too Close. But
I
like
don't even
that
have a
song was
song now.
it was
I don't even wanna-
huge. But it's just about getting a boner when you grinding up on a chick.
yeah,
I'm
I
so
never
mad.
heard that.
I'm sorry
I
I
sh-
stole yours.
I
Evan
should've
stole
went
mine.
second.
I
I
still.
should have fucking went second. That's some bullshit.
That's crazy. That's like
That's
the telepathic
bullshit.
stuff.
But yes, exactly. I'm playing off of that. Like the first line of that song. Let me see, like, because I just had the lyrics up. I
I'd
wonder
never-
if she could tell that I'm hard right now. That's the first line of the song, and then it just goes right into it. Like,
There's
and
your
I'm-
intro. I want that as the intro.
I wonder if she knows I'm hard.
That's the first line of the song, and like I remember just being younger when it was like when I would be
Yeah.
popular more or less, and I just remember like
Yeah, you don't. This
and
song was
just
everywhere. Like,
yeah. And now that I'm older, and you hear that song, you're like,
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
shit.
well, I know there's a
Oh.
popular one too. Is like Prince's song "Little Red Corvette." That's about pussy. Like,
Yeah.
that's about like yeah. A lot of people don't know that. It's not actually about Little Red Corvette.
The reason I thought of this topic was not only because I hear Semi Charmed Life all the time because it's on like every soft rock station,
Every time.
but it's like they play it on the river, like 97.3, because that's like a really popular work station. It's on all the time. Like they also play freaking what's probably the most popular Green Day song. I can't think of it right now. It's like one of their older songs. Basket
Oh,
Case.
basket case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he
Oh,
talks
yeah.
about seeing a prostitute.
Yeah, he goes to a therapist. She's like, "Oh, just have some sex," and then he goes to see a prostitute.
Yeah.
Like, but anyway,
Yeah, I remember basket case from the video game BMXXXX. That's like what introduced me to that song. Basket case. I don't know if anybody ever played that
a
game.
lot of the music that I like, I first heard in video games.
Yeah.
It's
Guitar Hero introduced me.
Guitar
a
Hero,
lot.
Tony Hawk games.
Yeah.
Almost
Mhm.
all the like the songs I really like came from, like the genre of them came from those.
Definitely.
So
But-
my song, and I did think of one, and this is a super popular one, but I did think of one that I listened to a kid that I didn't understand till I was maybe not an adult, because I think people told me it when I was like a younger teenager, but Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds by the Beatles. Like I used to listen to that with my dad all the time, and it wasn't until I was a little older, like, oh, they're talking about LSD in this song, like Lucy in the Sky Diamonds, LSD. And I was like, oh. But my play off of that is and in the same kind of vein without whole songs is like mine is mostly rap, but like lyrics that didn't make sense to you that clicked years later,
Mhm.
like years later. And my story with that is I was listening to the Marshall Mathers LP. I mean, it was like probably a year ago, 2 years ago, and there was lyrics in that. And when I say I listened to the Marshmallows LP a million times in my life, I've listened to that thing so many times when I was a kid. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
like-
I think
Same here.
everyone did.
That was on
I had like a
repeat.
cassette of it, man.
and like as a 26, 7-year-old adult, there were like I heard a lyric and I was like, holy shit! Like I just got that. And it's crazy to me to have heard that music so many times that like I just understood it. You
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he was hiding it. It was just that my life experience wasn't up to the point where I understood it yet, you know? Like I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
that's
it's
my
crazy.
plan. It was a Marshmallow. I don't remember exactly what song it was. It was a Marshmallow LP song. I do remember that. So, but yeah, man, it's great. It's crazy. Your
Yeah.
life experience dictates how you input music.
Mhm.
And that's how you take albums too. I know me and Vernon really like Six Black. I know what his name is, but you know, we really like that. His first album hit so much harder for me, but I was going through a different time in my life Where I'm not
Yeah.
saying his second album isn't good. I don't listen to it as much because it doesn't have the same meaning to me because I wasn't going. My personal life experience wasn't to that point
like-
yet. You know.
Man
Yeah.
on the Moon 1 for me was the perfect
Ooh.
album to come out at my age that I was at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like we were into that, you know. Like I'm not saying Man on the Moon 2 isn't great, you know. I'm not saying all these albums that are coming out aren't great. I'm not there, you know, like I'm not there in my life at the moment. So
Mhm.
it's basically much like it's not just about being a kid, man. It's about where you are in your personal life. And Evan, you probably have very little thoughts of Man on the Moon, but for me,
Not one.
Vernon and Wyatt, that's like one of my favorite albums of all time.
It's
Because
like
when
a
it
period of my
That's
life.
like my yeah.
Yeah. came out, like that was my soundtrack to my life. That's
Exactly.
I played every day. I listened to it every day because it was something that clicked with me. So like it music's very circumstantial. It's weird.
Mhm.
It's like it's the universal language where everybody can love it, but it's still like
Not
what do you
everyone
love?
loves the same kind.
Well, not
like,
even
It can be
Mhm.
perceived differently.
Mm-hmm.
what do you love about it that
Yeah.
like Evan, you know Kid Cudi. I mean, you know Day and Night and stuff. It's not that you don't know him, but
I
he
just don't. Yeah, I
just-
just don't listen to it. It doesn't
Mhm.
resonate with me nearly as much as other things, and that's cool. Like that's what it's about.
Yeah.
I would like to bring this topic up next week. We should talk about our top 5 favorite albums.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, that's good. That
Yeah.
gives us time.
Juice.
Think about it because I could give you a list
Jesus.
off the top of my head, but it's going to change by next week.
What
Top
about that
5 of
music video thing?
everything, or like top 5 of like a genre, or just like in
And-
general.
Yeah, we try to like specify that because yeah.
I'd have to give
Everything,
you
man.
a top 10. I wouldn't be able to give you a top 5. I don't
Man.
think.
You can do it.
You couldn't think of a top one, Wyatt? Like, could you think of a number one?
Bro, I
I'm-
have so many favorite albums. It's crazy. There's so many good
I-
albums.
That's how I was going to say next week. I would say in no particular order.
Okay, so
Well,
no
yeah, that's
particular
exactly what it's gonna be.
Okay.
That's a cop out.
See,
Dude, there's
yeah.
there's no way I can name my favorite album of all time. It's insane. No way.
It's
I
just
have too
it's
many.
it's hit me differently. Like Disturbed's Indestructible is one of my favorite albums of all time, but I'm not even sitting here saying it's the best Disturbed album. It's just when Disturbed hit me at the right time, you
Yeah.
know? Like
Yeah.
I was of age to appreciate that music and I was into music and that's when that hit me. I'm not saying it's Disturbed's best work. I'm
Then-
not saying
5 years from now, you can make a different top 5.
right because that's the top 5. 5 days from now, I might be able to make a
Yeah, I
different
guess
top
that's
5.
true. Like, is this like your top 5 of
Exactly.
all time or your top 5 like?
It's the
Man.
top 5 you bring to the podcast.
Yeah.
On that one. Think about it. I'll write it. I'll
All
write
right.
it in the docs.
All right.
Okay,
Sounds
we'll
good.
do that next week on there.
Yeah.
But what was the music video thing?
All right,
You-
so, well, first off, I want to say the reason I brought up that topic was remember how I said like there were so many songs about like girls underage. Like
Yeah.
that's what I thought about.
Yeah.
Like there's so many songs that are out there that are about like she's only 17, she's only 16, and I'm like,
Stop
What?
talking about that.
I know, like,
But as a 16-year-old, you were like, okay, that's fine.
yeah, well, yeah, but like these dudes are like in their
Yeah.
mid-20s or something singing this.
You have kids, man, and you're like,
Do you know what's the most ridiculous to me? Because I heard it because it came on my Spotify just because it just came out as a recommended song. It was 17 Forever by Metro Station.
yeah.
Oh, this song played on Disney Channel. Like it's about like it literally says you'll only be 17 or you won't be 17 forever and we can get away with this. Like this played
What
on
the
Disney Channel. I remember it.
What
It's
kind of?
messed up.
I don't
Anyway,
even
Well, I
know.
think it's because most pop music is geared toward the teens.
I
So
know,
it's-
but like in the context of even that song, like why would
Yeah,
it not be
I understand
okay?
what you're saying.
Like if this person was 17, why wouldn't it matter? Like
Yeah,
because it literally says like, you know, this
just
is
like
wrong.
the
But who am
Beatles. I
to-
saw her. The Beatles. I saw her standing here. There was like, she was just 17.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I don't know what you mean,
I
Paul.
don't know what you mean.
elaborate?
15,
How
Paul.
old are you?
No, but the reason like I was listening to 105.7 on my way to work, and they were talking about the song "Into the Night," like this old '80s song.
Mhm.
Do you know that song? I forget who sings it.
Yeah.
But
What is
yeah, like it's literally starts off with she was only 16, and like the music video, like he climbs into her window, rolls out a rug, and like it is
Bro.
weird.
You made me think of something. Going back to the other topic about secret meanings, "In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins, about like a dude finding another dude that like wanted to kill himself, and he like
hell
tried to
yeah,
drag
that
him
is.
down. See, I didn't know that for the longest time though, but like, it's
You
crazy.
didn't know that until the Eminem song come up. Do you know that song by
Yeah,
Phil
but I mean, like,
about that guy wanted to save
even
that
whenever
other
like
guy?
you listen to the song, like it's hard to like, I don't know.
Again,
Yeah.
that gets to my point, man, where like there's lyrics that you heard, like you could recite that stand line every time, but it didn't make
Yeah.
sense to you until it made sense to you. You know, you were like,
Yeah.
oh, all right, I get it
Mhm.
now.
Mhm.
You know that
Yeah.
song.
Exactly. But anyway,
All right.
back to
Don't y'all
what
have
we were
music
talking
So-
about.
videos though?
What's that?
What?
Yeah, I just had a tangent that I went on. Go ahead. We talk about music videos.
All right. So who wants to start? So what is your most memorable music video? It doesn't even need to be the best. It doesn't need to be
Just personal.
the best. Just the music video you remember the most for whatever reason.
But I mean, like personal, like it had like a weird effect on you, or like
Like if you just think like it's just I mean whatever you see in your head is the most memorable. Like in
oh,
any way. Like
I know.
in any way. I have a weird
Okay.
one,
I
but
have two of them.
What's
You have
yours,
two?
Evan?
I don't want to start this one. You
Okay.
guys, I started
I'll
last.
start it if you want.
Okay, go ahead, man.
The video, when you say music video, like when you just say the word sticks out of my mind is Bye 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 by Backstreet Boys, where they're on like the strings and stuff.
Ooh,
Like
yeah,
that, like I'm not saying it's the best song, it's just like
I
what
remember that. Yeah, the
Because it
video.
played everywhere.
think of is the them on the strings.
Mhm.
And I don't even, tell you the truth, I don't even know if it's Bye Bye Bye. Whatever music video a boy band is on, like the
I
strings.
think
You know?
when I think of music videos too, I think of like "Toxic" by Britney Spears, where she's like in that
Okay.
that flight attendant
That's the first,
outfit.
like I do
Like,
too. It's
It's
like all
crazy. Like, yeah, you know.
the first one. But the one that I have probably the most I don't know memory of, and it was actually later in my life. I remember listening to Everybody by Chance the Rapper, and it was like, if nobody knows, I love Chance the Rapper. I think he's a
Mhm.
fantastic artist. That was like the first time that I was like, who is this guy?
Alex
like,
fell in love.
I did. I really did. That was when I like really dived into it. And I don't know why that sticks. I just remember laying on my couch as a kid and like that coming on like a random music video or like a channel and just being like, oh shit, what is this thing? You know? And I
Mhm.
listened to it. So that's the one
Yeah.
that sticks out to my head. Not that it had any like important significance on my life or anything.
Yeah.
I would say the coolest music video I've ever seen that sticks out is probably like Stan or something because it told a story. But that just might be me being a Stan.
Yeah. Well, like I'd like other than like I don't watch music videos now unless it's something that I really want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Because like before, usually like when I would
It's-
see music videos, it'd be like when I get up in the morning to go to school. It'd be something I would have on TV.
It's because we're the generation of like TRL and stuff. That's all.
Exactly, yeah. But like
Music
the music video, like one of my favorite music videos isn't even an artist I really listen to, and it was Fat Boy Slim, and it was Weapon of Choice, and the music video is Christopher Walken dancing through a mall, and it's empty, and it is just like one of my favorite music videos
What is-
ever. And
I
it's just
thought-
him dancing for like 4 minutes around this mall, and then he starts flying towards the end of it. It is wild.
It's
But like,
wild.
yeah, I love that music video.
That was like the 2000s. We were in like middle schoolish. Like I vaguely,
It was like late 90s, early 2000s. Yeah.
I think it's like 2000, 2001, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Like Christopher Walken and he's on like the escalator and stuff. And he
Uh-huh.
just launches. Like,
Exactly. It is
Remember-
such a good music video.
does anybody listen to Flatboy Slim? Is there any other song by Fatboy Slim?
I'm sure you've heard them. Like they're not like it's not something you're like, oh, that's Fat Boy Slim. It's like stuff that plays over
that
the
song.
background of like sports games and stuff. That's the
I
kind of
heard-
music he makes.
If I heard Weapon of Choice on the radio, I don't know if I'd be like, that's Fatboy Slim.
Yeah. It's music they play like in stadiums or like
Hey man,
background music.
he's got more hits than me. No hate here.
Yeah. That's one that sticks out.
I'm with that.
All right,
Vernon?
Brian.
I got a generic one. Like this is like probably my most memorable. If we're doing just most memorable, I guess. Like the first one I think of music video is the first one I think of. But this isn't my real answer. But it would be Thriller. Like that's
Oh yeah,
like my son.
classic,
My
Okay.
man.
son knows what Thriller is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, but anyway,
that
that's
is like
just.
the pinnacle music video. That
I'm
is like
surprised nobody said that, to be honest. But anyway, because like, how would you take my Too Close, but nobody took Thriller? You know. But anyway, but like, my pick was "Give Me Some More" by Busta Rhymes. When he's like running through the hallway away from that thing, like, has anybody ever seen that? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, "Give me some more." And I
Yeah.
remember being a little kid seeing this music video, like, just like freaked out, like just
Yeah.
not
That's
understanding
like
any
how a
of it.
lot of Missy Elliott's videos were. Where
Yeah,
she was
where
like in those big bubble suits and stuff, like in the like her face was in the camera.
Like lens, like
exactly.
And I
like,
remember one of
just-
her music videos ends and then it like cuts to like a whole nother song and like Tommy Lee comes out of like, this well and then they're like floating and stuff, yo.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what part you're talking, like, because like they're like up on
dum,
that
dum,
thing,
dum,
just
dum, dum. And then he
that
just
shit is
peeks out of
crazy.
that well.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. But those are my answers.
We lived in a good time of music videos.
oh yeah, we lived in the time of music videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just when you said why like getting like watching music videos, getting ready for school. I never watch music videos anymore. Like
Yeah. Unless it's
Never.
something like
I do.
I really care about.
Really?
I just never.
I watch a lot of YouTube, so I mean, like when I'm just
Listen,
chilling, so
on the
like I see recommendations and shit a lot.
On the
Yeah.
on this subject, I'll let Evan answer. Let's go around again, and I want to hear the last music video you remember watching and like remember.
Ooh.
But after Evan,
Okay. All right. So okay, this one's I don't know why this music video always stands out. I think the reason it stands out is because Brittany never watched it until like this year. And she had because I referenced it and she had no clue what I was talking about. She looked at me like I was stupid. So build
that's
God, then we'll
that's
talk.
lives,
Panic at the
man.
Disco.
Yeah,
Vernon's like, yeah.
yeah, dude, I love that shit.
That music video is so weird with the porno mime.
yeah.
Like, I referenced it and she's looking at me like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you never saw this music video? Like, I remember Justin showing me this because he always played it.
I
Like,
remember that too.
he watched it on demand. I remember it. Like, I remember him showing me that. And I don't know why it stands out, but that music video is just so freaking
Oh.
weird.
That's the
Music
last music
video.
video you watched.
No, that's
No, that was my most memorable.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
like
the
the
what was
one
the last
that
one you watched?
I remember on-demand music videos.
I do.
yeah, same.
Can
I remember watching like skate tutorials and like all this
The
other
man-
weird stuff.
On-demand was dope. That was like before the internet was like real popular. Where I could look anything up on YouTube. You know,
You looked it up
But they
on
don't-
demand, and when it was gone, you were pissed.
You're like,
Yeah.
I'll never
Yeah.
know.
side tangent on Panic at the Disco. Why you guys
Alright.
all think of the most recent music video?
Yeah.
So you guys all
That's a good
not that I don't love Panic at the Disco, but I've always said my whole life that I just feel like they're a knockoff Fall Out Boy. I just learned recently that Fall Out Boy is actually who got them popular because they were like recording in their garage and stuff, but they like never did any live showings or anything like that. And I don't know which member of Fall Out Boy, but Fall Out Boy was already famous, and one of them went and they signed them to their record label, Panic at the Disco. So actually, Fall Out Boy got Panic at the Disco started, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like there is kind of a correlation there. Like I didn't know
A
that.
lot of them like that. Like they're similar, but I didn't.
Oh, that was just me being a hating teenager. I love
Yeah.
Panic at the Disco. I think Brendan Urie has a fantastic voice,
Yeah, he
dude.
really does.
Definitely.
I haven't seen the most recent one.
he's got
The
some
most recent
pipes.
music video.
Pipes, like, just been a Fall Out Boy fan, and even Vernon knows. Like, I got him into Fall Out Boy, like much later into Fall Out Boy. I was like, "Yo, gotta like give this album a chance."
I like Fall Out Boy.
I love Fall Out
Okay, this is random, but I just went back in my YouTube history because I knew I watched a music video pretty recently,
That's a
And
good
like
idea.
I actually went back. June 22nd is the most recent, I guess, and it was "Feels Like Summer" by Childish Gambino, which is an amazing music video.
That
If
is
you've
an
never
amazing
seen it,
music video.
I don't think I've seen it.
watch
That is.
watch
I'll
"Feels
put up.
Like Summer" by Childish Gambino. It
Oh,
is so good.
okay.
That is
I
the
can't.
last one
This
I've
is a
ever
terrible
watched.
answer. Okay.
No, I
Is
want
it
to
gonna
know
be like a Dragon Ball Z theme?
No.
the last one
Because
you
I was afraid
remember.
mine was gonna be.
No.
I want to know the
okay.
last remember
So-
watching.
All right.
I don't remember it.
So
though.
listen to this. All right. So me and Brittany are talking about Kanye. Okay.
Genius.
And I never really got into his music. Like I never listened to it. I just
Listen-
never did. So I was like, I'm gonna listen to some of these songs. And the last one was okay, so this one was a lyric video. So that one doesn't count. The last one was Famous. That I
Oh,
watched.
Oh, okay.
Is there a music video for that? I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, there's like naked celebrities.
Famous.
I
Yeah.
don't- I know the song, but I don't know if
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
remember that
Power
music
was right
video.
before that.
Power's
I just
amazing.
wanted to watch it because I was like,
Video.
I never listened to the music, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna listen to it.
Listen
So,
to you-
Yeah.
Have all
I
that
said-
power.
Yeah, if you're trying to get into him. You go straight to 808s and Heartbreaks, and you
I mean,
listen to that.
I'm not really trying
My
to. I'm
favorite
just-
Kanye album, for the record.
I
know
just
it's-
never listened to Kanye, so I was like, well, let me listen.
I'm with people that My Dark Twisted Fantasy might be the best Kanye album, but my favorite is 808s and Heartbreaks. It is
Thank you.
My favorite
fantastic.
808
It is-
too.
My favorite Kanye album,
And
like
it
hands
might
down.
just have been hit me as a teenager, you know. Like I just,
At that time,
I still to this day, man, when I want to get really into like a workflow and like when I'm editing videos, I put on 808s and Heartbreaks because it just puts me in a mindset where I'm like focused, you know,
start to finish.
like I'm focused. Everything, Pinocchio story, that live one, like everything, dude. I'll listen to the whole thing. 808s and Heartbreaks 7.
I
Give
know
a
it like the back of my hand.
chance. I could recite every song, man. Maybe
You
not.
know he doesn't swear on that album.
I didn't because of
Not
his.
once.
I know it's because of his mom. He made it.
Not
Oh,
once. Not
I
a
didn't
single
know that.
swear word on that entire album. It's crazy.
My
Most
most
is unheard of lately. Like,
yeah, my most recent video that I like remember that is like in the forefront of my mind, and I didn't look up anything, is probably "Humble" by Kendrick Lamar when that came out. I mean that was years ago, but that was the last one that I really remember watching and being like, oh shit,
Like going out of your way to watch.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that, and it made an impact on me where I was like, oh shit, you know, like that's the last one I remember. It's a good music video, you know, it's got a lot of symbolism in it.
I'm gonna interject real quick. So I don't like. I'm not real big into hip hop. Like that's why I listen to the Kanye. Like there's a few songs just because like I just wanted to see what the big deal was. I'm not too big on hip hop. However, when Damn came out, I actually listened to it. Like, and I saved a few of those songs, and I do listen to them.
Yeah.
That shit
I'm
is
not-
amazing.
I'm not too big into
Fantastic.
hip hop, but
Kendrick is poetry.
yeah,
He needs to come out with a new album. Oh, please give me a new album.
like I listen.
Definitely.
It's well, DNA and Fear. Those are the two ones I listen to a lot.
Fear
But
is
yeah.
really good.
Fear is good.
Fear is really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
The whole album's really good, man.
Fear gives me like chills at times. Like, well, the whole thing. Like, I don't know.
That
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Kendrick is an abstract artist where like it doesn't like sometimes he's saying things that sound like things, but that's not what he means, you know.
Right.
Like
Mhm.
one of my favorite Kendrick stories is I was listening to Drank with like my mom and my sister, and we're driving in my car, you know, and they're like, "Why do you listen to stuff and promote such bad things?" I'm like, "You are listening to this song completely wrong. Like this is
Right.
not promoting drinking. Like listen to the
He's
word."
talking about his surroundings.
He's talking about the peer pressure of it and how it has affected him. Like this is anything. This is a negative drinking song. I understand, like within the context of the chorus, you're like, oh, we should drink. This is not what this song is about,
Right.
and that's what Kendrick's great at. He's great at saying one thing, but if you
Meaning
listen to
another.
meaning
Yeah.
another, you know, like
Yeah,
if
it
you
was
really,
easy to pick that up. Like it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's. I mean, like, well, the whole beginning of Fear is like, you know, I beat your ass, like, you know, like the whole like first like 2 minutes, and it's like
I feel like
it's easy
I've
to
heard
understand
every
like
line
that
of
that was
as a
where he was
child.
coming from.
yeah,
Like,
it's
You know?
it's an environment that it's crazy how Kendrick can put me into an environment that I've never personally experienced, but,
I've
like,
never experienced
Yeah.
anything like that,
put
but
me in
I
it.
could see it. I could see it.
It's crazy, man. And it's
Yeah.
why Kendrick hasn't put an album out in what, 3 years? It's been 3?
Yeah, I think it was 16.
Yeah,
Black
like
Panther
20
was 2018. Damn was
man.
2017.
2017.
So
Damn.
he hasn't put out a personal album in 3 years, man. And Kendrick is still like, if you would ask me my top 5 current hip hop artists, I'd still put Kendrick from the impact Damn
Mhm.
had 3 years ago. You know,
Mhm.
like
From the
still.
Impact Pimp had on me.
Exactly
Yeah.
from the impact. Fucking good kid
Good
Mad
Kid.
City.
on me. You know, like
Kendrick
from
Lamar. Man.
like just consistently. And I'm okay waiting 4 years for the next album because if it's at level that any of those albums are at, I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
This is great. This is worth the wait.
Apparently, J. Cole was supposed to drop 2 songs tonight.
Yeah,
no.
he was.
I didn't see him.
I didn't see him.
Apparently that album's coming soon. He
Like,
said.
where
Another
the,
one.
where the fuck are these songs at?
J. Cole's another one.
Oh, he's turning into Kanye. He's announcing shit and then not dropping shit.
We're talking about music videos, but one of the recent songs in my life that had the most impact on me, like a visceral impact where it's even to this day, is J. Cole's Lost Ones. That had a visceral impact on me from to this day. I think it's an amazing. Have you ever heard that, Evan?
No.
Give it a listen, man. Give it a listen after this. J. Cole,
I
Lost
actually-
Ones.
So I didn't listen to much music like for the last like 5 years because I didn't drive to work. I didn't drive to work, so like I walked to work. So like
Yeah.
it was like 6 minutes and I'm at work. So like now I'm in the car a lot, and it's like a
Mhm.
40-minute drive, and it sucks.
Oh, and
But-
you hit that podcast stage too, where you're done with music and you just listen to podcasts.
That's
And
where I am.
You get back into music and then you get back into podcasts. It's a rotation, man.
Depends on the
It
day.
is.
Well, I don't see the problem is I don't have unlimited data, and I was looking it up. I can't. Phone companies are stupid.
You got grandfathered. Me and Wyatt, we grandfathered in.
Yeah, you got
They-
grandfather.
yeah.
Me every like 3-4 weeks, and they're like, "We can get another plan." I'm like, "No, thank you, I'm good."
So
Just
right now, I only have 6 gigs of data. All right, which normally isn't that big of a deal. Like I don't watch videos on my break. I have Wi-Fi at home. It's whatever.
Oh,
So I went to look and see like what other plans there were. None of them, but like the premium unlimited package has HD video. Not just
Wow.
HD, like just 720p. Everything else below that is like 480.
Hmm.
And this is like $130 a month like plan.
Jeez.
Like the only one that you can get HD video is through 5G service. Like man,
That's ridiculous.
yeah, that's messed up. But you know, it's
Damn
whatever.
phone companies, man.
It's messed up, dude. I'd switch, but I mean, they're all like that now. I should have got
Yeah.
it. Should have got unlimited when I had the chance. Now I'm stuck.
True.
I mean, I have rollover, so if I don't use, like, I think this month I have 6,500 instead of 6,000 megabytes. but,
Jeez.
yeah, that's messed up. Phone companies are
Think
whack.
about wrapping this up. We're at about 2 hours, 7 minutes.
Are we
Unless
already?
you guys got some other stuff to talk about.
Do we? I don't know.
What else we got
Got
on the
anything
agenda
else?
here? I mean, I'm cool with fucking
Man, we
what
did
we
kinda
got
hit
here
up
so
on-
far. We hit a lot of pretty much everything.
You want to talk about Ghost of Tsushima a little bit,
We
but you
talked
kind
about
of
it.
did a little
Yeah,
bit.
we talked about it a little bit.
Um,
It's amazing.
the-
It's an amazing
the
game. If
1v1,
anybody hasn't
let's
played
save
it, they
that
need
for
to play
next.
it.
Let's save that for next
Yeah,
week.
we can save that.
Okay, because I need
Save
to think
that
a
for,
little
like,
bit
the
harder
top
about
5
that.
I
album.
started thinking
See,
of one, and
I
then it was
had-
like it was way too overpowered to the one person. But I'm like, well, what if I say like that person minus like one thing, like
For
because then it would
some
be
reason,
interesting. But yeah,
because I'm not going to use this. I just want to tell you guys. For some reason, in my head, I was like, I wanted to think of like Alex Jones versus somebody,
Oh my
just because
God.
I feel like that would be hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, but in my head, I couldn't think of like a 1v1 that like he would go up against. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
it would just be funny. You know, like, but like, I'm going to come up with something completely different than that. But
Vern, you said
guys-
Sundays would be the best time for the sports podcast.
Sundays.
Sunday nights.
Sunday nights are football.
Well, I mean, he told me before that would be the best time for the sports podcast. I didn't know because the next 2 Sundays are the 26th and the 1st. Oh, the 2nd. My bad.
Hmm.
Wait, we talking 1v1s before
no,
that?
we're gonna save that for next week. We're gonna save that.
Oh, okay.
Because we're pretty much we're at like
I
2
don't know. We'll
hours.
talk
point.
about that.
I'm trying
we
to do
got?
that like sat.
Well, we got 20 minutes left. I'm on till midnight. That's my cold hard limit for you guys. I gotta go to work.
We pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, we can save that for next week because I have one I think, but yeah, I don't.
I have
wanna-
I have a pretty good one I thought of.
Save it.
Can you hold it?
Oh,
Pocket.
I mean, I'll do my best.
don't message us it. Just
I'll do my best, man.
no. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, I mean,
No, that'll be it.
I think we're
I think it
good.
was a good episode.
Yeah, I
Thanks-
got all this shit
Thanks for
working. I
watching,
think.
everybody.
I'm
Thanks for
excited. I'm
watching.
excited that you got everything working.
I wanted to look. I'm just gonna have to put like it's gonna be out of sync for like an hour. Oh, I also forgot to tell you guys. I totally forgot to hit start recording at the beginning, so I'm gonna have to use the this Skype recording for like the first like 10 minutes.
Oh well.
Yeah, we
Now,
were talking.
Do you have my Skype recording, or how did you
It'll save automatically into the chat.
Yeah,
into the chat?
you can just
Yeah.
grab it.
Yeah,
I grab it too.
we're like just sitting here talking, and I'm like, oh, it says start recording, not stop recording.
Oh my
Oops.
god. Yeah,
But that's why we have a backup.
minutes. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys.
Word.
Well,
All right.
I
You
guess
guys
that's
have a
it.
good night.
So,
All right,
does
man.
anyone want to wrap us out?
This has
Thanks for watching,
been
everybody.
Squad Pod,
Appreciate it.
episode 3.
3. See you on 4.